Hey, what is going on? Commercial's always running early. That's great to see. I need to start that later. Okay. A little bit of feedback. We have got an interesting show today. We've got a lot of people over the last couple episodes that have been commenting about Old Republic. So we're going to go. It wasn't just that. There's something in the news that sparked Old Republic. So since it did that, we decided that we were going to cover some of the first keys, see where they're at, kind of go towards the original gaming thing because that's what's in the news. Anyways, we're also two of the guys here, the biggest nerds of us all, have been hiding in back rooms, smuggling cards, drinking Bawlz, and yelling at people. So they have come back from that hiatus with what do they call it? Wax to cracks or cracks to wax, whatever it is. They got some contacts open. They're going to go over what some of the rare cards might be in the newer Star Wars Unlimited series. And we're going to try to educate me on how to play it so I can beat them, which I will be beating.
Never going to happen.
Jedi's back, so that must mean we've got more Bad Batch to review. And Dom's working overtime. Let's say hi to the chat real quickly. GT Key Comics. Thumbs up, hi. Ruben, yes! SW Sunday with the Dark Side crew talking about the Bad Batch comics, SW Unlimited, and more. Bring on the laughs and the rants! Thank you. Who's got feedback?
No.
Huh? What's that?
I'm saying, how did he know? It's like he's
It's like he's watched us before.
Never.
inside the.
Yeah. We're becoming predictable.
I know. Well, it's all in the thumbnail written underneath it. Star Wars news, rumors, and rants with the Sunday crew. Let's go. That's all it has become. Is this all we've become? Is just rants,
news, rumors, and rants.
That's it. Pride, what's good? Evening, gents. Sorry I haven't been around recently. Had a close family bereavement last month. Oh, man. Sorry to hear, brother.
Sorry to hear that. My condolences, man.
Lucky I had this challenge to take my mind off of things and keep me going. Great. Have a great show tonight. Cheers and peace. Good, man, Vader. All right, we're out. We're there for you, buddy. Sorry to hear it, dude. All right, what's up? No, Ed, saying hi for the algorithm. Dang, oh, correct. Sorry, chat. Yeah. Happy Sunday, Darksiders. Wookiee Fanatic, good to see you.
Same to you, Wookiee.
Hey, what do we hit? We hit it right on time, didn't we?
We hit it right on time. We did.
Mr. Appleman. Hi, everyone. Apples and apples. Hi, Appleman. Hit it on time. Did all the good stuff. Hello, John. Good to see you. Oh, wait. Hey, John, why do you have Jedi's thing as your thumbnail? Just let us know, please. Sorry, Prime. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Prime. We get some sorries. All right.
Getting popular.
Yeah. Let's get this into news because I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of talking points during the first appearance section and the card section. All right.
Let's go.
Who's that go?
Here's fun one right here. We know this is probably going to happen because it's Dave's dream. But Plo Koon's voice actor this week called for a Plo Koon Young Ahsoka spinoff animated show.
Interesting.
We all loved Baby Ahsoka on the Tiger so much that we need more of it. So here we go. And knowing Dave, it's probably like Dave's like, this is the best idea I've never had, and it's going to happen.
I'll be honest with you. Of the Ahsoka stuff, this is the one that I wanted to see, not the one we got. This is literally the one I wanted to see, not the one we got. So,
well, that's kind of what I thought. That's kind of what I thought the Tales from the Jedi thing was going to be when you first heard it was going to be an Ahsoka thing.
Yeah, not a saber-toothed tiger eating a baby. I mean, like. So I mean, if we get this, like, this is kind of cool, and I think it's in Dave's wheelhouse. You know what I mean?
I think now that he's kind of changed things, can he even do it now?
He can do it.
I mean, did he retcon it so much that you can't go back?
Yeah, he was kind of retconning his own stuff.
Yeah,
but he'll just retcon the retcon, right? He doesn't care.
He'll roll back over that retcon.
He'll just roll the retcon with another retcon on a retcon.
Yeah, I do like money.
Like a double-decker burrito wrapped in another.
Yeah, dude. He'll be like, "Well, what you didn't understand is he'll use the same line that he always uses. What you didn't understand is I talked to George Lucas, and I know about Star Wars because of that. So, like, you just don't know about Star Wars. Like, that's more and more what Dave is saying, and it's not a good look. Like, we thought it was bad when Freddie Prinze was doing that, which it was a bad look. It's still a bad look to this day. But Dave has slowly been creepingly, if he drank, which he doesn't, but if he did, I think he would get into the, the elements of Freddie Prinze Jr. So
if he drank, would he be Rob Liefeld?
Yeah. At this point, I think he would. He didn't start off. I went back and watched some early interviews, and I'm not sure he didn't start off like that. Like if you go back and watch his interviews, you take it as like quirky dorkdom that, oh, this guy's nice and he doesn't know anything because he came over from doing whatever animation that he did. But go back and watch some of his early interviews now. They kind of get a little like, I don't know that much about it, but I love Star Wars and da-da-da-da-da. There's a lot of interesting things they did. I don't care so much about the story as much as I care about people just enjoying it, stuff like that. Like he has said it.
Does Plo Koon's voice actor voice any other characters? Like we see a lot of times. I mean, I agree with John. I mean, how surprising that Plo Koon's voice actor calls for another.
I feel like we get at least one of these news stories a week too, where it's like, I was an actor in Star Wars and I want my own series.
Yeah, it is the I like money. Can you please give me money?
It is, for sure.
It's the can you give me money?
Like what was it? Alma Best was last week was like, there should be a Jar Jar series.
There should,
no, there should.
Speaking of that, we might have a new segment with Dom later. I mean, there's
he voiced Obi-Wan Kenobi.
In what?
Oh,
in the series too.
Yeah.
He did a lot of different voices. Yeah, he did a medical droid and some other stuff.
Yeah,
He's done Ratchet and Clank, and Leonardo and Ninja Turtles and some other stuff. So
yeah, he's got a lot of animation under his belt, especially for DC.
So, but he just wants money.
Yeah, who cares? Star Wars bag is a Star Wars bag, bro.
But he also knows how to appeal to Dave. It's not like he just wants money. He's like, what will Dave do, and what will make like Dave's dream? Oh, this is probably Dave's dream. So let's.
No, it's his wet dream. For those people that don't know, he's a statue of Plo Koon outside his office, like a creepy statue that he might at night times go in and
talk to or stuff.
Go inside of.
When Luke came back at the end of Mando season 2. He told everybody it was Plo Koon, and everybody believed it was Plo Koon because it's Dave, and so everybody believes anything like this could happen.
It's absolutely. Have you seen the suit that's outside of his office before?
It's creepy.
It's creepy. It's creepy, dude.
No, I haven't seen it, but now
you're
saying it's creepy,
All right, what's next?
It would make an interesting series too to be like the Wayeeker, because that's kind of what his job was of the Jedi Order type thing.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Not just Plo Koon, but like more than just him.
More than him? Yeah, that would be kind of cool. That would be cool. That's like I said, that is what I wanted, but I'm not going to say what I want because they're not going to give it to me. So why ruin it?
Yeah.
If I don't say it, maybe it will come true.
Here was one for Dom, but Dom's not here. Dom always gets mad at Lucasfilm for not responding to rumors, and Lucasfilm in the second time has responded to a rumor and squashed it. So the rumor this week was that the new upcoming Rey movie will be called Episode X, Episode 10, A New Beginning. And Lucasfilm came out and said,
Hold on. I'll change my name real quickly. I'll be Dom. Okay, go ahead. Do it again. Go ahead. Do it again.
Yeah, Dom, you always say they never come out for rumors, and here they go. They came out, they squashed a rumor, and they said that this is not the title of the movie.
But this is what they're doing because they're pushing Rey, so Rey's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Because, this is this, and this is not what fans want. Nobody wants this. I know. Listen, okay, so here it is. I'm just talking about the truth. They liked original 1, 2, 3, but nobody likes that. Anybody wants Empire. I'm going to die soon. Nobody wants this. That's why Star Wars is lying.
You forgot to say we know that, and then something, and then also I guarantee.
Holy shit, Marco! You can imitate Tom.
Star Wars is lying. I don't know
what that means. You also forgot to say that to remind everybody that you were born before 1977.
Oh yeah, I was born. And by the way, any fan that wasn't born before 1977 isn't a fan of Star Wars. I'm just saying.
What if you're like 1 month old?
Oh, that means I'm a true fan. I was born in '75, so I'm a true fan. All right, cool. Now, thanks for telling me that, Dom.
No problem. Somehow little Palpatine returned. That's kind of good.
Somehow little Palpatine.
If this was the title, though, like this is like a Friday the 13th movie title, right?
Yeah, that's right. And it's the title of the worst Friday the 13th movie.
No, but then he's gonna add it. I forgot this, but you know what I'm saying, because people are saying a new beginning, so you never know. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying.
But yeah, he also would say, but Lucasfilm doesn't actually come out and squash this. So,
But it is what it is.
I'm funding a chat right now.
Yeah, it is what it is, but I've never seen it.
Because
so,
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is. Because it is.
All right, we got it. We nailed it. All right, next. Anybody else? John, you got anything on this one?
No, I was just going to say Dom is screaming at whoever is driving the subway to hurry up.
Yeah, he's yelling at him to hurry up so he can say something about this. Hey, Dom.
Make the train move faster.
All right.
He's like, Marco's got a point.
Stellan Skarsgård came out this week and said he expected the season 2 to arrive in late 2024, early 2012. Here's the thing: he knows nothing about when it's going to be released, and he's just talking. But
then why are they saying something? Because it's going to come out late. I mean, it should be 2023. It's already shot in the can. I don't know why they don't have this playing already. I mean, we got to have this because Ahsoka is a movie, but it's also a TV show that's going to run it. You know what I'm saying? Because what they're saying is that it runs together, and this is already done. So this is Disney once again. You said they're announcing stuff in the last one, but they're not doing anything because they told us that this is already going to be out, and it's not out.
He just made Thane go away. He's like, I can't do it again.
Marco can't find the off button to the Dom mode now.
Marco's in permanent Dom mode.
I'm helping him out so he's not screaming on the subway. I mean, crazy people scream on the subway, but I'm trying to help him out here.
Somebody's sitting across from Dom on the subway, and they're just like, hey, he's stealing the homeless guy's bit. Anyway.
Yeah. So he's expecting to hit late 24, early 25.
So he's basically expecting the same thing we are expecting everyone else.
Yeah.
So he went on the internet and said, when do you think Andor is going to come out? And this was the fucking wiki answer. Good job, buddy.
Cheers, Stellan. Cheers.
He does as much as we do because he doesn't make those decisions. And I remember when the guy from Mando, Moff Gideon, said it was coming out like summer of last, and then it came out like 9 months later or whatever.
Yeah, but that's because of bad marketing for Marvel because Disney hates Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So
Catherine
we all want this one to come out, but it'll come out when it comes out. So
this is why sometimes it's just good to live in ignorance because I have no idea what the schedule is. So when it comes out,
me neither. I don't know.
I mostly don't care either. So,
hey, Dub.
I mean, they're giving us enough. They're giving us enough content. I mean, I'm
getting accolades.
Yeah.
As long as it's steady flow, I don't care who goes what order.
Keep it steady. Give us a steady flow. Yep.
Mandu and Grogu landed this week a huge tax credit because they're going to be filming completely in California, and it came out with that tax credit that the filming will take 92 days. So it was like almost $30 million tax credit, which is huge.
Now that we're putting a Hollywood sign of Detroit back up, can we go back and start giving people tax credits too to film stuff in Detroit again?
Nobody wants another RoboCop movie, Mark.
Nobody.
We had given a credit for like 10 years for people to film, and a new governor came in, and then we got nothing in Georgia, took everybody away. But it worked out for The Walking Dead. Walking Dead would have been perfect in Detroit, though. It would have been fun.
It would have been with part of crumbling Detroit in the
especially during the Kwame years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now maybe not so much, but back then it would have been great.
Kind of blows my mind about this is like they're just shoving everybody in the volume though. It's not like you're not really filming like California, like the scenes of California or anything. Like, you're in a big dome.
That's how tax credits work, bro. That's how a lot of this works.
Normally, like they'd be like, oh, like we're gonna get the Hollywood sign or Beverly Hills. Like,
dude, Ford Taurus.
If you're filming like a comedy movie, no, we're just gonna stick you in this big dome.
Yeah, that's a huge tax credit too for a movie that probably won't cost nearly as much as others. So
I still want to know what the release time
RoboCop 3 Eminem's Revenge.
Normal theater.
I don't know. Maybe we won't.
But this is it. It's going to be terrible anyways because now they're getting $30 million tax credit, and it was only $150 million to make it anyway, so that's only $120 million, and they're getting 30 tax credit because he's not going to take off his helmet because somebody else is underneath the hood. You know what I'm saying?
So
where's the off switch, Jedi?
Where's the Dom off switch? What's going on?
I'm just saying.
Marco.
All right, moving forward. Now this one
he didn't install an off switch.
Hayden Christensen came out and shared in his Empire article that he expected that he was going to lose the role of Anakin Skywalker to Leonardo DiCaprio, who also auditioned for the role. I know we're not the biggest Hayden Christensen fans, but It's better than Leonardo DiCaprio as Anakin Skywalker, right?
No, no.
No, God,
No.
not DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio is a great actor. Hayden Christensen is not.
They're not even the same age range. It wouldn't have even. I don't know how.
Back then he looked really young back then.
Yeah,
he
he
looked
did.
really young back then.
Could you imagine him now going back and playing with Ahsoka? It'd be horrible.
No, I can't do it. No.
Dude, you can't say the years were kind to Hayden Christensen. He still looked like he was in his 40s. I mean, he looked like a dude that was in his 40s. Like, it's not like, I don't know. I think DiCaprio could have played it better.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Jedi? Can you see it?
No, I mean, I don't even know the ages, but yeah, I can't see this, and I really, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it's like, what was it? Somebody was supposed to play. Tom Selleck was supposed to play, Han Solo or whatever. Like, okay, well, whatever. It's interesting, but I guess I don't care.
Well, did you know Nicolas Cage was going to play Superman, but Catherine Kennedy didn't like him, so that's why that DiCaprio didn't get to play Anakin, because she was jealous of how good he looked. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, Dubs wants Tom Cruise to play Qui-Gon, so I mean, couldn't be worse.
Hey, now we're getting somewhere.
I could see that one better. I don't see this one at all. I don't think Hayden was the right choice. Maybe.
I couldn't see Tom Cruise's Qui-Gon either.
They did a good job with Qui-Gon Jinn.
You see an 8-year-old Anakin looking eye to eye with
Tom Cruise.
You think an actor that called Star Wars fan the cult, so I'm not a big fan of their selection of Qui-Gon either.
Liam Neeson wasn't a bad Qui-Gon though.
He's a good Qui-Gon.
He's a damn good actor too, regardless of what he thinks about Star Wars fans. He's a damn good actor.
He said some weird shit. It's funny you bring that up because about somebody named Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren is an actress, yes.
Yeah. So he's one of the first movies he was in was something called Excalibur, apparently.
Yeah, it's King Arthur's story of King Arthur.
Well, there's this interview with him, and he said some weird thing about Helen. So I think he's just one of those dudes that just says weird shit. Like
Helen Mirren played King Arthur's sister in that movie.
Yeah. I don't know. Weirdo.
Keep moving forward. So here's the news for Kotor, giving some fans some hope. Embracer, they were the ones that owned Saber Interactive, which was on again, off again, on again, off again with this Kotor remake. They sold Saber Interactive to a group of private investors, and so now people are raising hopes that maybe that Kotor remake will get some more priority and actually move forward. We have no idea who these private investors are, what they're doing buying it. But hey, it's good to have hope, I guess.
Well, I thought I read the article and they said that the private investors said that it's not dead. That the project's not dead.
The private investors did say it's not
dead. They said that the KOTOR is not dead. So once again, you're going to get a rise in, anything that could get the further up about Revan is good news for those people that bought KOTOR 9 too high. So.
I actually got back into playing the MMO again here recently.
Oh, geez.
Old Republic.
Yeah. What is that?
Huh?
It's actually pretty fun since they've updated it. They've got new content now. So.
Yeah.
They added date nights. You go on a date night with the Sith Lord?
Not yet. No.
Wait, what?
I'm playing a Sith. I'm playing a Sith right now. So
you can date people.
You can actually go on dates.
They have dates now. You can actually influence. Like I walked past there was a character that you get a mission from on Korriban, and one of the reaction choices to something they say is flirt, and you can actually give gifts and flirt with characters now with NPCs now in that game. Yeah, it's really weird, but
it's BK's
there.
Dream. It's the only way he's ever gonna get a partner. So,
but BK, everybody's taking shots at BK.
But you have to understand, in Knights of the Old Republic, you could do that with your party members. You could influence your party members into a romantic thing or whatever in KOTOR, and KOTOR 2 especially.
Yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's always been there. So the genetics of it have always been a thing. It's weird.
I remember KOTOR being fun, but I also remember it having weird elements to it, and I don't think people remember that.
Oh, Kotor had a lot of
For some
weird
reason,
shit
I don't
going
know if
on.
well, no, but when you weren't around when the big Revan thing came up, but like JJ was there too. We just kept looking at each other, going like, "This isn't like a lot of people's favorite characters," because like it was good, like the novel was good, but like the video game isn't like they're like, "Yeah, because I love the video game because I played the game," and you're like, "Wait, you love him from the video games, not the novel?" Like, I mean, like I get it, like it was cool,
Well,
but
see,
you could play whoever, and then like the novel, the novels were probably like the end
I
all.
just recently replayed through Kotor, the first one.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad game. I mean, yeah, there's some weird elements to it, but it's not a bad game.
Can you date?
No, I don't have to play a game to get a cyber date. I actually have a real person in my life. But thanks for the comment.
You can kill the Wookiee.
Can you date a Wookiee? I have not seen a Wookiee with a flirt characteristic yet. But then again, I'm playing Sith, and there's not a whole lot of Wookiees in the Sith. So.
All right.
That's funny. Whoever said that thought it was kind of going to be a joke. Was that John or no? Luke thought that was going to be a joke, but it wasn't. Maybe you can play a Wookiee, huh?
Maybe. I mean, I hope this game Thrawn would just be such a bad sexual lover.
Yeah.
You were saying?
I think we all want a Kotor game, a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, definitely.
I kind of want a new one. I don't. Yeah, I want a real.
I want Kotor 3. I want Kotor 3. I want the story to finish.
Final Fantasy VII remake. Final Fantasy VII remake is a really good remake. It's pretty much basically a new game. And
yeah.
Oh, like that. Yeah. If they do a remake, I want them to do a newer game.
But they don't bilk me for 3 parts of a game that was only 1 part.
Yeah. That's
it's gonna take 7 years to come out. One game. Yeah. Gonna happen.
No, I don't think the problem with this is a couple things. I don't think Saber Interactive is up to the task to do a huge like AAA remake like this, and I don't know. They have a couple AAA games under their belt, but
original KOTOR wouldn't be considered AAA anymore if they just repackage it, would it?
Well, it's already been repackaged. You mean like ported over to another system, or what?
Yeah, just like port it over to another system and then maybe.
They've already done that. Hell, I can play.
What I'm saying is like add a couple extra.
But they're talking like it's going to be like a ground up remake. Like
that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're going to do a ground up remake either.
I think this is interesting and educational for me because when I saw you guys were talking about KOTOR tonight, I was kind of like, why? But I'm not really part of the gaming. So gaming is driving this continued interest in KOTOR and some of the
No, so not really. Some of it, but not really. What happened was back when COVID happened, people were looking for anything to pump. So then people had asked about favorite characters. KOTOR news came out, they were redoing it. People asked about what's the character. Everybody said Revan. That's why we love KOTOR, is because of the Revan storyline. That being said, yes, in cutscenes and the novels feed into KOTOR, but like the video game really wasn't there. And then they started right around that. They came up with the news that they were going to readjust this. So then people pushed into those books, not knowing that, like, yeah, we like the character, but like, they kind of tell the story already. So, whatever. There's some cool stuff in there. Yeah, I hear you. Thrawn would fold Wayeeker in half like a lawn chair. I get it. So that's how that trickled down. So like people, they spent a lot of money
at all costs.
They spent a lot of money on books that, like, I mean, that book at one point was like $17.50. Like, it was too high, and it's a lot of 9/8 out of it. And people then were making up print runs and everything else. So you know how that goes, Jedi. All right, let's go into it. Next one.
EA this week, they slashed their workforce, and in the process, they canceled the first-person shooter.
See, why even announce stuff? Because like, if you announce stuff, Catherine Kennedy's gonna cancel it anyways. So
Dom was so mad about this one. Dom blames Catherine Kennedy for EA slashing their workforce.
That's not a thing, man. I don't know if
the chat that erupted, but like Dom really blamed Catherine Kennedy for slashing the workforce. I can just quote him.
I can quote him. Hold on.
He did. Yeah. But yeah, it's too bad. I mean, this is probably the least interesting of the 3 games that they're working on, and so if they're going to cancel one of them, I'm happy they're canceling this one. But
Hey, look, all I'm saying is another dumb blunder for something Star Wars putting out the notification that a game is going to be made, and then now it's canceled because they're laying off people. They should have never said anything that dumb. PR! You know what I'm saying? The company's a bunch of, well, we're not going to say that, morons, and they put that information. Obviously, they're laying off people. They knew that. I don't know what that means.
Only none of that's true.
Star Wars is dying,
so-
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
So
It's Captain
Marco,
Yeah.
so Marco, does it hurt when you fall into like Dom mode? Is there pain that goes on inside your mind? Does your brain rebel?
I like Dom, man. No, it just
No, I like Dom too. Look, I like Dom too, but he listens to the wrong people.
Star Wars is cursed. More misses than hit. Okay, well, no, I mean, there's just it's okay. All right.
Reading Dom is like slightly easier than reading Marco
Take it easy.
on the chat, though. That's the one thing.
Well, you have to remember you cannot drive and text in Michigan. It's illegal. So you have to use something called text to talk. It's an interesting
And
thing.
unfortunately, Marco doesn't know how to talk. So that
AI still isn't there yet. Yeah, it doesn't speak Marco. So, all right.
Yeah. But the other good news that came out this week for EA is Hit
Oh yeah, they
Reactor,
have to check all the boxes. Sorry.
who is working on a Star Wars strategy game. They are confirmed that game is still in development. A lot of people wondered if
That was Mando.
if
Was
Mando
it
got
all of EA or
canceled,
just
if this one was
Respawn?
getting canceled.
With the layoffs.
What?
It wasn't all of EA, was it? Or was it just Respawn with the layoffs?
It was just parts of it. They cut people from more than just Respawn. But yeah.
And Respawn got a lot of stuff cut because of a different game that they screwed up on, and they have multiple cheaters in it, and we're not gonna get it. Like a lot of the layoffs at Respawn was because of, don't they have Apex Legends? They have Apex Legends, and that game is just they're literally have people walking around. They're on there telling them, "Hey, I have 100 accounts." They were following streamers, and there's 50 accounts dropping on one streamer. And it kept going, and they're talking to the guy in the game. He's like, "Yeah, I got hundreds of accounts." Because a bunch of us do. They don't at Respawn. They don't do anything, and it's ruining the game. So yeah, they're going to start laying off people when they can't do basic functions, and they're losing money through microtransactions. So I think that has more to do with it than like Star Wars creation. What's that?
I just in your production chat, Dom said assholes, so he is watching, I guess.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm doing a good you, Dom. I'm doing a good you.
He's rushing back as fast as he can.
Oh, he's coming down fast.
He's so bad. He's gonna be fired up when he gets here.
He did. It's funny.
He is. Thank God he isn't here because this is a bunch of trolling Dom. All right, go ahead. What's next?
He's not here. Edge of Balance Volume 3 cover got released this week. It's coming out this summer. They implied heavily that there's going to be a Volume 4 because each cover revolves around a season, and the season impacts the storytelling. The one on the cover this time is winter, and the one that hasn't happened yet is spring. So it sounds like we need a lot of darkness and death in this one, leading up to the hope in the final volume, which is what we'd expect.
Yeah.
I actually like these.
No, I think they would have done 3 because that's like the trend. They always do 3s, right? So doing 4 is a little different.
They're doing 4. I actually like these. I really hope we get the Hatch character back. That character was really cool. And Marco liked that character too.
They showed some of the mock-up art.
Yep.
Which character was that? You say that, and then
The Hatch character.
what happens sometimes is I say something isn't dog shit, and then you're like, you love that character. And I'm like, there's a difference between not being dog shit and loving the character. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, you do the same thing.
You do it all the time too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was the character last time who they were like talking while he was trying to steal the pages of
There's
the
so
journal.
many of those that it could be.
What's the heck?
Marco doesn't remember anything. That's
How many conversations do we have going on right now? There's like 30 conversations going on.
Anyway, I liked the last one especially. The first ones weren't as good, so I'm hoping they pick back up and these are solid. So, Dark Horse delays comics yet again, and so this week they announced that both Saber for Hire and Crash Landing are delayed.
But they rolled out the Saber for Hire it was 5 days ago. They rolled out the Saber for Hire cover. They revealed it.
I know.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
They're going to lose it,
They
dude.
can't get anything out on time. I don't get why. Crash Landing has been delayed 3 times already. It's supposed to come out in January. Now it sometime maybe coming out in April, maybe May. They don't.
Those one shots are like a year old now that they're supposed to come out, aren't they? Qui-Gon thing or whatever.
Yeah, right. Those are supposed to be out. They're going to be like at least 8 months delayed. I don't understand why Dark Horse continues. I just feel like this needs to be the news every week. I just put this in there as a slide, and you just update whatever.
Maybe we just need to go over a timeline on this or something. But like, this is not good. Like, this is what we got rid of IDW for. Like, too, as they're doing B covers also, we're like, oh, okay, can we get an incentive? They can't give us an incentive. They can't give us a B. Like, half the time they can't give us a B cover. And now they can't even get books out on time. And I wonder, too, do you remember there was supposed to be like a truck that fell over and damaged some of books on that one shot from Dark Horse? I wonder if that was just all bullshit, smoke and mirrors. And really, Dark Horse just didn't produce enough copies, and they're trying to use it as an excuse because, the last thing they want to say is like, we shipped out books and we're still printing them, because then that just all the idiots that are like, oh, second print. No, they would know you'd have to explain printing, and the second print doesn't occur till you take the plates off from the first print. But it's not, you don't need to take the plates don't come off because either company requests it or it's been so long and you've printed enough that you have enough backstock. Now, comics have realized over the last couple of years that if they just demand second printings, reprints of the book, that they can, change the front cover, get it as a second printing, and call it a day, even though that's the inside. Like, they're not actually changing. Like, sometimes your second printing is so that they can correct something incorrect.
These are trades, though, right?
Huh?
These are trades, though, right?
These aren't trades, no.
These are comics.
These are comics.
These are comics.
Yeah. Same thing. Like, they still have it there. So till they retire the plate, they have the plates there. And it's not like they're changing the inside. Like, if there's a correction for an inside, for a true second printing, you would have to make a correction. How comics have figured out to do that is they change what? Something on the cover.
Just printing.
Yeah, they just change something on the cover. Yeah. And then if they change something on the cover, all of a sudden, that we can call it a second printing, even though it's technically just still printing the first one with a reprint. So. Is Dark Horse trolling us? I don't know. We should go. They're print on demand. They're not printing on shit right now. They're just not printing.
They're not even printing print on demand.
I demand a second print of the show.
I feel like the High Republic line, they haven't delayed that one at least. But like every other thing other than the High Republic line, and I feel like that's probably coming down from Marvel.
No, this is part of the High Republic line.
They're saying like we have to.
No, he's talking about Adventures.
The Adventures, right?
No,
that's not true. The first run through, there was 2 hiccups on that first run through with the High Republic Adventure. It was short. It was only a week, but still.
But it wasn't like Hyperspace Storage was like we had 4 months without any comic, and then we got 3 comics in 3 weeks.
True.
That was just stupid, and we might get the same thing here with the Saber for Hire. Who knows? Like, what if they keep delaying it? We do get 3 comics in a row in June, and nobody buys it because who wants to buy 3 comics in 3 weeks?
Okay, so do we think that's the problem with Dark Horse, or do we think the problem with Dark Horse is how they're soliciting it?
Could be solicitation.
Because Diamond has, since they got the turnover, Diamond refuses to do general solicitation with it. They just have. And Penguin solicitation for anything is hard as shit to find out. So maybe they're just not getting the numbers and they're trying to hit the news so that they get it's not that Diamond won't distribute it. You can order the books through Diamond, but they don't solicit them. Do you understand what I'm saying? No? Does nobody understand what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
Right. You understand what I'm saying or not?
You're saying there's no actual solicitation.
Yeah. So like if you go to the generalized solicitations for the week through, like if you're a retailer and you go through the solicitations for the week, there's highlight solicitations every week for what's coming out, for your FOCs, for whatever. There's also a monthly catalog for solicitation that you can also go through. You can go through regular or digital. But when you look for Dark Horse, Diamond has pretty much buried it. If you type in the title, you can find the solicitation, but they're not giving you a general pop-up for solicitation anymore because they're not because when Dark Horse pulled out sole distribution of using Diamond, which they did, what has it been? How long have we been doing the top 10? Because is that like 8 months or whatever? The new top 10, not the one Pete did before, but the new one. Whatever that is, that's about as long as Diamond's been out of it. And since then, I guarantee if you go back, we have had distribution problems for Dark Horse.
Yeah.
And the distribution solicitations from Penguin is about punching yourself in the dick and then sitting on attack, bro. It sucks. It sucks.
Sounds great.
I just had to do a quick Google. I thought that the character, I forget her name, but I was thinking she was a Marvel, but no, she was IDW. Her first appearance was in the that Monster of Temple Peak. That was IDW. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I kind of wish IDW still had it. I know we hated IDW for it, but IDW has been better than Dark Horse.
I never hated it. I liked IDW.
Cool. I didn't hate it either. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I mean, the Adventures kit stuff that came out there was pretty good. They did the Scott runs where they gave him those shorts for all the.
The worst decision was the splitting up, taking what was a trade and splitting it into 4 issues or whatever it was.
Bad call.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it has been wonky. I don't know what's going on. Diamond no longer approach the Johns and offer services. Did I see something like that?
You mean solicitation?
Yeah. Oh, solicitation. Oh, that's what
It's a joke.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what else to call it. What else do you call it besides the solicitation?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, for the High Republic fans, we got a book coming out on Tuesday. Marco's got to make Barnes and Nobles, which he loves to do.
Shit.
Add to his week. Star Wars Defy the Storm releases on Tuesday. It centers on Vernestro and Avon Staros, which I love, and it should be a lot of fun. So this is the high school book. And
Who wrote it? Don't you dare. Who wrote it?
I know who wrote it. Tessa wrote it with your best friend forever.
Yeah, but he likes Tessa.
Tessa, you like
I don't
Tessa?
mind Tessa. I just.
But your other
Justine
best
is-
friend forever wrote this
yeah,
one too.
No, please no.
Just
So-
no.
Hey,
Please no.
here we go. This is what's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of like inner talking about how somebody thinks that somebody else is hot and hoping that they think that they're hot because being hot is being hot. And they're going to see a bird walk by and think the bird's hot. And what would happen if they got in a relationship with a bird and then a dog's going to walk by and take a shit?
Last time you think that
Shit's
didn't
hot.
happen.
And they're going to be like, oh, that shit's hot. I wonder if I'll be in a relationship with the shit. And that's what's going to happen. Well, go ahead, Jedi. Sorry.
I was saying last time they teamed up, that didn't happen. Who is the author? Because I can't.
Tessa.
It's
Tessa
Justine
Justine.
Ireland and
Justine
Tessa
Ireland.
Grattan.
Ireland, yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
I assume Ireland's going to give Tessa the original draft, and Tessa's going to be like, no, you can't I screw this person. This person can't have the hots for this person. Let's get rid of this. Where somebody's walking around with a boner because of this, and yeah, Tessa will take care of it. Hopefully, I assume that's what happened last time because we all know Ireland tried her best to have everybody having some sort of fantasy in the last one, and Tessa was like, no, come on. This is why they put me with you to curb these tendencies.
You gotta change your name to Marco, Jedi. You're just doing me. That's
You
good.
get it. You've got
I figured
to.
we're taking on different personas today. Why not?
You got to look at your audience for this one, though, guys. I mean, we're talking about a high school book. Come on.
Yeah, I was in
It's
high
out of
school.
place, though. It's high school book. It's fine if it's in place, but it was really there's like completely out of nowhere. This
Yeah.
stuff would come out of here.
It was like the action was starting up, and she would stop it and then do like 30 pages on just like, getting female boners for everything, for literally everything,
In the
every
middle of a
type, every
lightsaber
alien
fight-
species, everything, dude. It was
in the
bad.
middle of a lightsaber fight, they'd be fighting for their lives and be like, "Oh yeah, remember how that date I went on last night? It was great." We're like, "What? You're
Yeah.
fighting a lightsaber battle? What are you?"
No.
what are you
Remember
doing?"
how I wanted to go on a date and it didn't happen, but this is what would have happened if I was there. But then the server would come by and I would have had hots for the server too. Oh wait, then somebody's mom would come in and I would have MILF feelings. It's like, bro, like relax. Like we were all teenagers. I get it, but take a cold shower or 6 or a back attack. I don't know. Hey, I don't hate birds. I don't hate birds. I just and I get it. I get it, but like we're adults dumbing down and writing to high school teenagers, like, and maybe that was just maybe Justine like got. I don't want to say that because it sounds crude, but maybe she got excited, and this is what her imagination was in high school. But like, there's a lot more going on than just that. I guess I don't know if I'm in a lightsaber battle in high school. I'm not yeah, I might get a boner, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, I want like it's because some date that I hope
Did we
happens
clip
down
that?
the road.
Just tell me we clip that.
Yeah, I know.
If I'm in some lightsaber combat, I might get a boner, but it's not because I'm thinking about somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just.
It's a violence boner.
No, it's you're going to puberty, a puberty boner. You're getting a puberty lightsaber boner. All right, that's what you get. It's new Dom saying it, by the way. New Dom. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
It's been obviously it's
I'm
been
just saying.
several decades since my high school days, but I almost feel like it's insulting to
It
sometimes to say this was written for high schoolers because I don't even know if even when I was in high school I would think some of this stuff is stupid. Some of the romantic
Yeah, but Jedi,
young
you-
adult,
things.
but-
Jedi, you have to admit though, guys our age, we weren't. I mean, well, we grew up in the 80s, I grew up in the 80s, so I wasn't thinking about that anyway.
Oh, I was a dog in high school. Don't get twisted.
Oh no, I was too. But the point of it is like, I mean,
But you weren't a romantic dog.
Chat's going crazy. I love it. Amazing.
I can only fight with a lightsaber with a bow. Oh god!
This is awesome.
Sports is bigger than mine.
Hey, what you gonna do? You know, I mean, hey. Yeah,
Dude, no. There is something to be said for combat causing all sorts of emotions.
I wasn't saying it was because of combat. Let's move on. I was just saying, as a youth,
You can't put the genie back in the bottle, Marco.
No, that's
you
not
can't
what
put the genie
I'm
back in
not
the bottle.
saying that. I'm saying, as a youth, every once in a while, you pop a mystery boner, bro. Like, are you? I don't know what to tell you. Even Jedi knows that he's 60, right? You still know that
Sometimes you're on the football field, and you just kind of.
Sometimes you fall
what?
over and you've got a kickstand.
All right, let's go.
Sticks is lost. That's okay.
That was good. All right, excellent. Good job,
Oh
guys.
no!
All right. We'll talk more about the pre-release event and that, but the official release for Star Wars Unlimited is this Friday. It's March 8th. You can pick up your starter decks. You can pick up your booster boxes, everything else you might want to do to play the game. We're talking about how we're going to play the game. We'll talk about it more later. But I played in the event yesterday. It was a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to it. So,
Lady V, adrenaline boners. All right, wait, what was this? Sorry. The chat. Hey, fuck it. The chat's getting it. The chat killed it, by the way.
we're done.
No, the chat got it. Good job, chat. Everybody but BK. BK was terrible. BK, you had so much good stuff to go after, dude.
BK, you missed it, brother. You
We
missed it.
gave you softball after softball. BK swung and missed like 800 times. Wayseekers cried because he was laughing so hard. Don't let Jedi's beard fool you. He's not inside too.
Look at John's last comment. Look at John's last comment. Knock, knock. Who's there? Mystery boner.
Lady V killed it too. She's like adrenaline boner.
Oh no.
I'm definitely not gonna say that because I know somebody will cut that shit off. Thank you. Thank you, Lady V. Appreciate it. We try sometimes.
Jesus.
All right, Wayseeker, what was the last thing about the box?
Star Wars Unlimited releases this Friday, and so we'll talk about it. But
so those two,
your packs, all that stuff, you can pick them up on Friday.
And we're gonna do the comic thing, and then after that, we'll get into a little bit of that before we do the Bad Batch review because Wayseeker does have a couple packs. Because maybe he won some, maybe he didn't. We'll quiz him on it. JJ, do you have packs, or are you just watching everybody else open packs at this point?
I'm watching everybody else open them.
Okay, you got an
He
addiction.
comes in this week. He said.
All right. Needs to put one of those. Wait, what the heck? On a cup? Oh, yeah. Well, I know he likes to wear butt plugs, so he can probably put one on one of those too. All right, here we go.
Oh no.
Thrawn Alliance. It is what we thought it was. It's not a reprint of a TV show, but it's a reprint of a novel. Since some of you didn't read the novel, though, however, we will go over it with you. I put it up into 2 parts. Now, there was back and forth both in the novel and in the comic. One portion of this is Thrawn and Vader hanging out, and the other portion is Anakin and Vader hanging out. Thrawn and Vader are in the bar. They're about to hit people. Huh?
Anakin and Thrawn hanging out, not Anakin.
Oh,
Okay, right.
yeah, Anakin and Thrawn, sorry. And instead he's like, no, I'm going to hit him with sticks because we need to interrogate him. And then fucking Darth Vader just starts pimp smacking fucking dudes with his lightsaber, which is kind of cool. I don't know.
Stop it. It's great.
Are they not stopping? All of a sudden, Vader feels this force thing from the Emperor. He's like, oh shit, what's going on? And then speaking of mystery boaters, then all of a sudden this white substance shoots out and starts filling up Vader and Thrawn and turn them into cast people. Good shit, right? I think what were these? Were these little bug things again? I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, they were they were something up a 2. Like they flew around. I remember them, and like I kind of saw them as like, I don't know, wasps or I don't know.
Wasps. They did not do a good job of depicting it here because it just looks like white stuff sticking onto them and folding up, creating a hard thing on them. And then for some reason, there is a picture of Venom in the right corner. I don't get it. But Vader's got a hit out there, so he does the crunch, gets out, smacks a dude again, and then just starts killing everybody. And they're like, hey, I think we figured out we don't need anybody here. And Thrawn says to his favorite bartender, yeah, dude, stay behind the bar and don't touch any of the bodies. And he's like, I won't. And they look at the dude, and they're like, hey, here's a knife. I think we know where we need to go, and it's going to continue on to the next story. You get the other side where they're in a similar bar, and Anakin got knocked out by a bunch of people from some gas.
It's the same.
Thrawn, huh?
It's the same bar.
Is that what I said?
You said similar bar. Same bar.
Exact same bar.
Oh,
Exactly.
I meant, yeah, different timeline. Okay. Anyways, so he jumps up in the air. I meant same like attack type thing. They was attacked similar to being attacked, but it got hit with gas. Sorry.
Attacked by
The attack was different people, but it was with gas, but it was very similar, except for Thrawn ended up pushing down Anakin to jump high in the air to get away from the gas because he's smarter than him. And then Anakin decided to play with limpless dead bodies and turn them into meat puppets, which is always fun. This meat puppet he took and then decided to strap onto his ship outside too. By the way, if you take a prisoner and strap it to the outside, it didn't make any sense because like if you go into outer space, the guy's dead. So how does that even look like it's not a dead body? Doesn't matter because he was sabotaged anyways, and then he decided to fling the dead body just wherever he could fling it into. He lands down, sees Thrawn's attacking the person they were looking for, so he decides to do the superhero jump, and they're like, what was going on in here? Oh, they're stealing plates of whatever. What are they stealing? Some type of plate for armor and for
It's the
Dural.
It's
It's not Dural.
It starts Gartesium or whatever. It's the one that stops the lightsabers, right?
Yeah, it's almost like Dural, whatever that they don't use anymore now because they made it Mandalorian
Dural
Army.
Steel.
Yeah, Dural Steel. Yeah.
It's like Beskar. Just say it's like Beskar.
What else are you gonna do with dead bodies but play with them? Yeah, I guess. Our chat's messed
So the
up.
weird part about this comic
Is that we broke the chat. I think we broke the chat.
the book is like what 300 pages long, and this is like a maybe 2 chapters in this book, like 15 pages. They turned this whole comic in. It was such a weird thing where like we have 4 issues, and they literally covered like nothing of the book in this whole issue, and so I have no idea how they're going to be able to cover the entirety of this book in 2 more issues.
You know what? But reading Thrawn, the original one, I remember going and reading 1 or 2 of them too, and going like, why did they not do anything, and why didn't these things happen in that book too? So we'll see how they finish it up. I mean,
So
it's
this
just
is only going to be a 4-book arc, a
Yeah.
4-book run.
what was Thrawn 5 originally, or was it 6?
So
6.
make sure I'm not getting mine because I think I read this one. Actually did read this Thrawn novel, but isn't there a there's also a Padme piece in this book too, right? So
There was at the end. Yeah, right at the end.
I wonder if they're going to. It's going to be tough to get all that in. This is issue 2, right? So it's going to be tough to get all that in 2 more issues. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean they have done 1-page Padme stuff in both the first book and second, pretty much. So there's not a lot of add-on. I didn't add in here because it didn't move the story anywhere. It just was a throwaway. So,
Well, that's why they're on the planet they're on. But yeah,
Yeah, they're working for her. Okay, now what's that? I don't even know what.
I don't even know what's going on there.
I'm lost. All right, coming soon next week. We've got Star Wars 44. I've read some of Star Wars 44. I've seen the art. The art, it doesn't even look like Lando. Ugh. Please don't buy this. I really just try not to knock and try to support everything, but please don't buy this because I want and tell them. And when you go to your LCS, be clear to tell them why you're not buying this because it's trash. It is garbage. It is not good. I'm not wasting my money. I would love to buy Star Wars stuff, but I will not waste it on this because this is just a sucker.
Are you saying the covers aren't good or the story's not going to be good?
Well, the story's horrible, Jedi. It's atrocious, and the art of the book is horrible. Huh?
Right? It's 3 parts. It's the Trial of Lando. I think it's three comics, 44, 45, and 46. We're gonna get absolute garbage.
Oh, it's horrible trash. I mean, horrible trash.
Are you saying the 1 in 25 is trash? I don't hate that cover.
Everything's trash. Jedi.
He just hates the story that bad.
Jedi.
The story is just bad.
The inside is so bad, and they shouldn't be doing this. And the cover, although okay, is not like the greatest. I mean, they shouldn't have all these covers for it, anyways. All right. Also, we get number 4 from High Republic. Finally, you got the 1 in 25, the Ben Harvey, which is okay. You also get a 1 in 100 of Crocodile Dundee or whatever this guy's name is, Darth Croc.
Good old skier.
It's not
Darth
it's
Croc.
Skier. It's Skier. It's a great story. I know that people like the. Wait a minute. Is that a what's February?
This is the Black History
Month cover, right?
Yeah, this is the Black History Month.
Even though it's coming in March. Okay, whatever, man. Who cares? Give him next week. Yeah, whatever. Because I'm telling you this, the next gimmick they're doing after Black History Month is gonna suck. Not the women's one, but the one after that. It's gonna, and you'll see in a minute why.
It's the women's history one.
No, you'll see why. You'll see why here. All right. What do you think of this cover 125 there, Jedi? The woo?
There's your woo.
I know.
Yeah, I like the other one better. This one looks like he's surfing.
I agree.
Is he surfing?
Yeah, no.
He's surfing on a cloud that looks like Vader.
Yeah. If you look in the corner, the next gimmick they're going to do after Women's Month is Master and Apprentice. And they decide to start that off with Fat Luke and Ray. So you guys can all love that. Good luck.
Jesus, really? Come on.
I will say that yeah, it's not good.
Better than Watto.
She's
if
chopping
between Watto and Fat Luke, I'm picking Fat Luke.
Yeah, maybe. She's also chopping down a penis stone in there, so that's nice.
I do like that Luke's kind of giving her the
that
stink
does
eye, though. I kinda like that.
That does look like a penis stone. Yes, you're right.
There is they do it for covers. That's Star Wars though. I know people are going to buy the A cover for 45, even though they know that the storyline's going to suck, because that Stormtrooper thing is kind of cool with Boba Fett and the Lando in it.
I like this. I like the Stormtrooper cover.
Yeah,
It's,
Stormtrooper cover is
it's
pretty
interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
I like Stormtrooper one. Yeah, the Stormtrooper one. Yeah, I figured you would. So I mean, it doesn't matter if we talk. That's why I don't buy 44, but then order 45A cover. Okay. This is supposed to be doing something, and it's not coming out. It's not in. It's supposed to be an FOC too.
for it though.
Yeah, it's supposed to be FOC for this, but like,
Yeah,
we
this
don't
is
know.
the delayed one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. So they usually keep the same FOC and they just push it.
You're
out.
talking about the red, white, and blue, bro.
If you want, I want this one. I like the first series sucked, but I like Tyork as a character from the book. So I'm hoping that
hopefully they do better for it.
Her lightsaber
I know you
looks
can't
neat.
tell. I know you can't tell a lot from a cover because artists are going to do their perspective or whatever. But this character, again, can't remember her name. Looks a lot older. She was pretty young in the original Monsters of Temple Peak. She looks pretty old in this.
He does have a point. She looks a lot older.
Yeah.
Well, she's just what 10 or 12 years later. Right?
Well, yeah, but hunting monsters was really. Are we we're gonna get the rabbit thing too in this, right?
we're getting
I hope so.
her apprentice
get
or
the
whatever.
rabbit.
Yeah, her sidekick.
Yeah.
All right. So we look at it every week to see how the best variant is doing that week. We will do it with the 1 in 100 and the 1 in 25 next week. Oops, shoot. The 1 in 20, the last couple sales actually were today. Pretty still strong. $34.77 with 10 bids, $44 with 11, and then there's a buy it now in between the two for $36 for the 1 in 25 Thrawn Alliance. Now listen, with these 1 in 25s, we've seen it before with the last one. It has taken about 3 weeks for them to cool off, but in 3 weeks, they typically have a cool down period. So if you're still waiting, there's plenty of them out there. If you need to have it, though, and you just want to make sure, try to get as close to ratio as possible.
It's
There's
not outrageous.
Yeah, it's not outrageous. Yep, not bad at all. All right, let's get into the Kotor stuff. So for those people that don't know, we're going to talk about Kotor 0, the flip book. Why are we going to talk about that book? Anybody?
JJ.
I don't know.
Because John Jackson Miller says it's the first appearance of Revan.
Well, because he's in there. Yeah, Revan's in there, and so is Malik. When you first see him as Squint, he's in both. It's technically their first. This book, by the way, a lot of times you'll see it as Rebels 0, the orange cover. Always pull it out and flip it over. If you flip it over, you get to see the other side is the High Republic book. This book has some decent steam for not being much of anything except for like a cameo of Revan, and not as Revan, and a cameo. Yeah, as a cameo as Squints, or no, well, he's appearance of Squint, but which is Malik for those people who don't know Malik before he turns into Malik. $6.96, $7.99. There was auction for one that went for $2.75. Now the $6.96 and the $7.99 were in really, really good condition. CGC 9.8 sold for $82. This is what I'm going to tell you about the CGC 9.8. There seemed to be somebody within last month that was getting rid of a whole collection of 9.8s. So that's going to be a theme that you're going to see more often than not. It is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if they're near mint. Yeah, it's a flip book that's been flipped a lot. But sometimes they do, because people didn't. I mean, those books didn't get touched a lot. So if it comes in bag and board already, it might be okay. But make sure if the bag of board's new or not. All right. Next up, and this is what we're covering is from the video game, all the first appearances. Just because they mentioned remastering the video game. If that actually happens, some of these people will be more knowledgeable on some of these characters. So we got Karth here. For those that don't know, he shoots 2 pistols. He's pretty sweet. Expect his like actions in the game are pretty sweet. He also was a pilot of the the Evan Hawk? Is that the name of the ship?
He was the pilot of the Evan Hawk. Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Not like I forgot something. I like this book too. Near mint minus sold for $10.50. A VF sold for $5.60. A CGC 9.8 around the same time that flip book sold for $69. This is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 14. It's a very overlooked book. I find this in the $2 bin a decent amount. So if you need this book, I would say now's the time to kind of grab it because it is a $2 book. The only reason why this book will pick up any steam at all is if they remaster that or if they remake that video. I don't see Karth as being, well, maybe he had a lot to do with a lot of storylines outside of that too.
Yeah.
He had a pretty actually. Yeah, because of the video game. Nobody knows what, Matt. All right, next up. So a lot of people say that Malik and Revan's first appearance are in different books. These are obviously half-page panels from Tales. Some people now are listing it online as a Malik appearance and as a Revan appearance. You can see Revan as standing over Malik. But this used to be known as Shan, who, how do I explain this nicely? She is Revan's baby mama, but not really because she got tortured, but then she got him out of being bad by giving him that nana, and then they got back together.
Yeah, this is a Bastilla book. Yeah, okay.
They eventually have a child, and that's her, obviously. It's actually the only time she appears in comics is in this book, and that's her being tortured by Mouthless Malik, Metal Mouth Malik. For those people that don't know, Revan cut out Malik's face. And then Malik's death is also in this book with Revan standing over it. All right. Anyways, there's 2 covers to this, an A cover and a B cover. The A cover, they said high grade on this. I wouldn't consider it high grade, but $35, 44.50 $54.55. That's $44.55 for the B cover, which looks very similar to the A cover. They both have Wedge on it, and they're really excited about Wedge, I guess.
The curse
the
of
other one's
Wedge.
the photo cover, yeah. A 9.8, however, for the B cover did sell for $195. Now, obviously, that's tracking in a downward manner. But anybody have anything intelligent to say about this book besides this? Besides that, I don't think people knew that these pages were actually even in this book because it's
I think
very
people knew about it, but I
Yeah.
think people choose to ignore it in favor of other books. But
yeah.
I
'cause
remember this book with another cover on it because I owned this at one
it's the
point.
photo cover of
there's two covers.
Yeah.
So these are all two for the people who haven't read Talos. They're anthology books, so they've got multiple stories in it. The story that this is in Shadow and something. I can't actually remember. I probably should have done all my homework on this.
it's technically a vision too.
Yeah, but in 9, it's technically a flashback, which is the same thing as a vision.
And the dude in a robe.
Yeah, dude in a robe. Yeah. I mean, can we be honest about Kotor appearances? They're all sketch, bro. Like they are. All of them are sketch. You could literally call all of them cameo-ish. You know what I mean? But they're not because they're actual appearances. All right, next up, that was 23 for Tales, by the way. Knights of the Old Republic, number 22.
You're going deep on this one.
The reason why is because it's got a droid, and I'm surprised the droid never showed up in there. But Mission, who for those, this is actually for Wookiee Fanatic because there was what was his name? Zabarth? Who's the Wookiee?
Zabak.
Zabak has a connection with Val here, and he doesn't actually have a appearance. She, as a child, does have appearance in KOTOR 22. Regular Raws in decent grade. This was actually the highest, was a $5.99. You could get this book for like $2-3. CGC 9.8. Once again, I'm telling you, somebody was selling all the 9.8s in February. Early parts of February sold for $69.99.
It is Zalbar, not Zabal.
Huh? Is that?
It isn't a bar, not a ba.
His name is
Zalbar.
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 Yeah.
Zalbar, not Zelbark. Okay, Zelbar. He looked kind of very doggish like though as a Wookiee. He's very shaggy.
He's technically her pet. I mean, he follows her around everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's got a sweet sword.
Yeah.
He's got a sweet sword that he
Yeah,
carries
but
around.
he's cool. She's not. Like, I don't care about Mission first appearance.
Well, with her, well, you do care because her droid helped you out in a couple of the different games.
Yeah, her droid helps you out in that second, and it's the second game.
I think
it's the
so.
second-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the second game.
Yeah. Hey, too bad you hate video games and Star Wars there, Wayseeker, but it's okay.
Totally. That's totally what I know.
Completely hates it. Completely.
All right, next up, and this is where they're saying is the origin story. And hey, pick this book up if you can, because you can find it a lot of places. The origin story, and what is it? The naming of Malik? I don't know. Anyways,
That's a cheap 9.8. Wow.
yeah, that's of that. It had to have been in the same collection. I should have gone back and see if the seller was all the same. But a CGC 9.8, $56 with 4 bids. Raw copies supposedly in great condition or near mint conditions, $46 and $26 within a day of each other. So, and I looked at the 2 copies. I would not say that the pictures were the best because it was 2 picture books. You know, they took a picture of the front cover and it's like one of them's like this, and they took a picture of the back cover like this on somebody's counter, and the other one was just sitting with a black background and you couldn't tell much of anything. They did look similar in style, so I don't know why the difference is between the 2. I think one of them said first Malik super rare. I think that was a $46 one, and the other one just said Knights of the Old Republic 31 first appearances super hot. So I guess if you word it differently, you can get more money off of these 2 books. I wouldn't pay that for either one of those. The 9.8 I'd probably pick up for $69.
Yeah, I pick up that 9.8.
Okay, KOTOR 9.
The
thing
story
is-
behind this run wasn't too bad either, to be honest. But
With what's his name? No, it's pretty good. There's some good parts in it. They did a good job explaining all that stuff. Okay, KOTOR 9. This is the Hulk 181, I guess, of the Knights series. I don't know why it actually deserves more weight, because if you look inside, he's been seen as much as other places, I guess. But it's
Yeah.
the one that people gravitate to. It was the easiest one. I think when people went to Wikipedia, they just saw KOTOR 9 and they thought that was before the Tales book. So, because 9 seems better than 23, so they said that must be his first appearance. 9423, which okay.
It's a cooler cover too. I think that's
It is a cooler. Oh yeah, it's definitely a way cooler cover. The mighty have kind of fallen. I know there's a lot of people that hope this book goes back up. To be honest with you, I hope the book goes up too because I still got a couple more copies that I wouldn't mind getting rid of. However, I didn't pay any of these money for this type of this. 175 and 131. 131 went across the seas. 175. It looks like Raw's in decent condition. I think they probably failed pre-screen, and that's why they're selling them. Go for about the 155 to 175 mark at this time, where 131 was an outlier. 9.6 because there's not. I will be honest. There's not a lot of 9.8s being sold, but it's also because they're not putting 9.8s up for auction, and the prices that people are asking for 9.8s are still, I would consider, very high. If you look, I think the average asking price for a 9.8 right now is $1,200, where the last 9.8 sold closer to, I don't quote me on this, but I think it was under 4. So TGC 9.6s are selling for $220 and $290. That was also within 2 weeks of each other. 9.8s, as I said, aren't selling right now. Let's get a new 9.8 sale. Somebody I put it out for auction. Get freaky. Let's see what you can do. All right. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to see it because I want to know where it's at with a 9.8. You know what I mean? Like this is a very interesting book. Like it was like, oh, there's none of these on the census. Then all of a sudden there was like 1,000 on the census after everybody's like, it's a super rare book, and it's not a super rare book. That doesn't mean that's not in there. That doesn't mean that people don't like this book. And that doesn't mean that, as we always say here, people are going to remember what they saw when it was pushed. People who push books do a really good job. This book in particular has had a very strong pitch. It could arguably be called the third appearance of Revan, which it is. But people still list it as the first appearance, and I think you're going to still get it. I mean, there's always going to be that narrative.
This whole time you're forgetting what really was the garbage. the word full.
Oh, well, I don't use that word because that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, exactly, but that's what drove it. That's the thing.
Well, that's what happens when you have an appearance. You have appearance happen 2 times before it, and you can't buy those books, so you buy the book that's easily accessible. You use the word full so that you can sell it, but that does. Does the insert make a difference in grading? Supposedly,
not really.
Not
I don't
really.
think so.
I don't think they give too much of a.
It's
it's supposed to still be in decent condition. Basically, you can't have it. It definitely does. If it's missing,
Talk about the insert for this book.
Yeah. No, he's talking about.
I don't think, is it?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's still got to be there, doesn't it?
No,
I don't think so. I don't think it was.
No,
if
they
it's
grade
not
it without attached. Okay,
They do.
Fair enough. All right. I don't know. The ones I had, I always checked for it, so I just submitted it like that. There you go. They grade it without being inserted, so I guess you don't even have to worry about that anymore. That's what. Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't think there's much to this, but the real first would have been in 23. It would. This was in 2000. This is 2008.
Yeah.
This is 2003.
The zero is.
Zero is 2006.
What 2006?
Yeah, 23 is way before all of them.
Yeah, 23 is
Before it
way
was even
before
a
all.
series.
Yeah. There he is right there on the left side of your screen. Right there. And they use his name. Actually, the other half of this page is them talking about him. So they use his name in here too. So they can't say he wasn't named because he was.
23 came out about the time the game came out, if I remember right.
Yes.
It was within the same year or something like that.
Oh,
all right.
wow.
Last
have
in
a
another
role-playing guide on.
Yeah,
that.
last another book that I've always talked about and I really thought was cool because I had gotten some of these when, what was it? What was the one before Barnes & Noble? What was the other one called? Borders Books was going out of business.
Yeah.
These are the Star Wars role-playing game. The price on this has also slid. And sometimes this was going up to almost $600 for this book, brand new. None of these were brand new condition. Some of them were worse. The $99 one was worse than the rest. The $139 had bunted corners, or it would have been in pretty good condition.
What's funny right now, Marco? Hate to interrupt you, but the Star Wars game that I'm running with my RPG group right now is using this book pretty heavily.
Yeah, it's a very popular book.
You don't see them very often either.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's not one that you come across more than like I would say once or twice a month when you see these things.
You guys, might know this. Was this because Wizards was it going Was it going out when this happened?
I believe this was right before Wizards got bought by Hasbro.
That's what I'm asking. Okay. Wizards of the Coast made this, and that's what I was thinking. I was wondering why the print run was low. Was it a $65 book to start off with?
It started off at 55 or 65, somewhere in that.
65, somewhere in there. Yeah. I mean, it got up to it almost got up to like. I mean, it did get up to $600 at one point for like brand new versions of this.
No, John, I don't run Fantasy Flight Star Wars because I don't like that system. I'm running Saga Edition right now, which is what this book comes from. These Saga Edition books are actually really nice, like inside and out. The pages are that high cardstock kind of page.
You have some of them back here. They're really nice.
And they're pretty. Like, the art of them is good. The covers are great. These books are just pretty. And that's, I think, why a lot of people harken back to this era of Star Wars more than the Fantasy Flight era. And I think that's why these books, most of the books in this series get pretty expensive.
Was it series 4?
Fantasy Flight. Fantasy Flight has a couple books that are 150 to 200.
Yeah, Fantasy Flight has got some bangers.
No. I'm saying that the Fantasy Flight era is really good too, but I just don't like the system of the game, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that. It's hit or miss for these. It's hit or miss for
Was there like 6 of these in
the
this
new
set?
Jedi Order? One of these, the new Jedi Order one's pretty cheap. So I think people just really like this Old Republic and its lower print run. So
well, like I said, I'm using this book right now in my RPG group. I'm using this particular book for a lot of what I do. So
does anybody else not know what the fuck they're talking about? Sweet, cool. I know what you guys are talking about.
I mean, it's the same system.
I don't.
It's pretty much the same system though as West End used as well, right?
Jedi,
no.
Jedi, what's your opinion on West End and
this is based on the same system that D&D 3.5 was based on.
Oh, Jedi, what's your opinion on D&D 3.5?
No.
I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
Correct answer. Yeah, no, we have no clue what we're talking about. You guys, I hope this isn't with the card segment. I've given specific orders of what we're going to do with the card segment.
Yeah,
we're
gonna go up
the West End games. Just one more thing, Wayeeker. Wait, one more thing, Wayeeker. The West End Games was the first company that had the Star Wars license for RPG, and that was all based on a D6 system.
Oh.
So you go D6, D20, and then the new Fantasy Flight system is based off of symbols. So.
Well, all I gotta say is Catherine Kennedy ruined D20 because she always announces stuff and it never comes true.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! You just went through with that. Okay. Yeah. You're just saying, right? All right, let's move on because
anyways, if you find
way too much nerd right now.
If you find one of these under like $50 or $50 or under, get it, pick it up. All right.
Yep.
Oh my God!
D60, the D20, the surprise boner. Jedi say oh.
Oh
no! Funny, it wasn't that funny thing. Oh, all right.
No!
Hey, can you run this real quickly for me, and then we'll get into cards.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So this week for the statue spotlight, I did unique Star Wars statues that I just found interesting. So let's roll it. Okay. So this is the Ronin from the Star Wars Visions episode, The Duel. And I thought this statue put out by Sideshow, $255. I do believe it's still for sale right now. So you can still buy this. Secondary market, this one's going for upwards of close to $1,000, I guess, because of the uniqueness of the character. Beyond that, I just think it's a really nice statue.
So you can still buy it for $255, and secondary market is $1,000.
That don't make sense.
Yeah. Like secondary market, people are gouging the hell out of this statue.
Why? If it's still available from Sideshow, why are people paying thousands?
I have no idea.
Look that one up, Jedi. There might be some money to be made there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't mind turning $255. I don't mind turning $255 into $280 after fees.
Look! If I had the money to do this, I'd buy several of them and then flip it. Like seriously, from what I'm seeing on the secondary market, I'd flip the shit out of several of these statues, man.
Wow. Yeah, it is cool. I mean, they're talking about the robes.
This is an incredibly detailed statue. It's based on the old samurai Japanese style. It's a really beautiful statue. It's just surprising what it's going for on the second market. This I found interesting. It's basically Darth Vader but done steampunk style. Like all of the stuff on like the machinery on his chest and everything, it all looks like steampunk. It's all like gears and stuff like that. It's also 225. Well, it's 225 through Sideshow. This one, I believe the dimensions on this Vader statue, I think. Give me a second. I'll find those dimensions really quick.
It's cool. I mean, I would never buy it, but it's different for Vader, and he's got the cupping pose though, which you always have. We got the two poses.
Yeah, he's definitely going for the cup the balls pose.
Yeah, I don't know about that the Ronin and the one before the secondary market. That information, I don't know if it's outdated because I just did a quick look on eBay. There's somebody selling one for $175 with free shipping.
Oh wow!
So,
Oh, that's not bad actually. I saw one that was like going for more than that, but
was there a limited edition to it, and a regular edition? Was there?
I think it might have been an unlimited. Now that I'm looking at it, hold on.
That's not that big a deal. I'm just.
Oh man, that's a tough question. Santa or Thrawn? Thrawn, but yeah, it's a tough question there. Gotta love me some Santa Staros. Can't say no. I hope we get another series. I'm the only person in the world that wants a second Santa Staros series, but yeah, what can you do?
All right, so the dimensions on the Vader, it's 12 inches tall. It's almost 13 inches tall, and it weighs 4 pounds. So kind of a weighty statue for the most part. Yeah. Anyway, next. This is one of the Mythos line. It's Yoda, and this is the exclusive one. It had a limited run of 400 in the edition, and then it sells for 600.
He looks so unhappy. Like Yoda frowning is kind of freaky.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about this. I don't think I've ever seen Yoda frown, but hey.
Yeah, he wasn't thrilled, man. He wasn't thrilled.
When did Yoda frown?
Well, he wasn't fighting Palpatine with a smile on his face. I'm sure
he's always so stoic though. But now he's like, I don't know what's going on with him. Cool statue, but that face of Yoda, I don't think.
He's angry. Angry Yoda, yeah. All right, next.
Dom's favorite.
This one I put on for Dom basically. It's Boba Fett riding a Rancor. This one is actually pretty big. There was a picture and I forgot to grab it, but there's a picture with a guy standing behind it showing the size scale of it.
800 bones. It probably is a pretty decent sized statue.
Yeah,
should be. I'm not buying it, but Dom probably has it somewhere.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if Dom has this one. Let's see.
He loved it.
Whoa, wrong one. Back up.
Why is he giving us the middle finger on his other hand? What is that?
This is a 15 inches tall. It weighs 15 pounds.
No, we got something.
in studios too. Yeah, okay.
And it's by Sideshow. It's actually a really highly detailed, really good looking statue.
I totally believe that you know that the Dom has 3. Totally believe it.
And
Fred only knows he has 1.
And then the next. Now,
Carbonite.
This is Han Solo in Carbonite. It's the crystallized relic edition. It retails for $705 right now.
Jesus.
And
Marco did a C-3PO of this, and I refuse to buy it.
There's also an R2-D2 crystallized relic version too.
They did a series of these.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Han Solo. This is on. This is currently on pre-order right now. It hasn't released yet.
It's not a priority, Wayeeker. It's just whatever.
Nothing's a priority, but it's C-3PO.
Yeah. And this stands 21 inches high, and it weighs. Well, they don't have a weight on it. but it's 21 inches high. Like I said, this crystallized relic edition stuff is really interesting, but it's all highly priced. And I think
Somebody's
that might be
buying
the
it. I don't
think
know
that
why.
might be the last one I put
That
on
is the
this
last one.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
New coffee table. Yeah, I agree. If
Well,
you
this one,
if you have the room in your house to put up these statues, some of them are just so ornate and so cool to look at.
That Rancor, there's one for sale on eBay, $688 with free shipping. So
Ooh.
I got a feeling the shipping will eat you on
Yeah.
some of
Oh,
these
yeah.
statues if you're not.
Oh, yeah, especially the heavier ones. They've got some that are like, dude, when I was looking for unique statues for this stuff, I found some life-size stuff that's like tens of thousands of dollars for sale out there. Like, there's a door-sized Han in carbonite
Oh yeah, yeah.
that is,
Oh, I've seen that
I think it
before.
was going for like $40,000 or something like that. It's
Yeah,
it's
crazy, dude.
it's crazy.
I haven't
Star
looked
Wars
in a
ain't
while,
cheap.
but my life size C3PO, I think you can still order from Sideshow too. It's like $8,000.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
It's like a
What do
collection.
you want?
at one
What do you want me
point
to do?
for
Want to talk about the
interact
event
with.
and talk about the market report, or market report
Yeah.
and the event?
Let's talk about the event, and then you can be heathenous. And I know you're having addiction, and your hands are getting sweaty because you want to crack some wax, as they say.
Nobody says
Awesome
that.
facts.
No one says that.
But why don't we just go through the cards first, and then you can talk about the event, and then you could crack at the same time. What do they say? Jedi knows. Jedi does.
Pop some packs, rip some wax.
Gas?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ripping,
All right.
yeah, wax. Yeah.
All right,
Are we getting the card game?
we're getting
Yes,
to
we're
it.
gonna buy it.
We're getting to it. We're ripping wax, I guess. So,
Rip wax.
for those who don't know, yes, this weekend was pre-release weekend. They had a bunch of pre-release events. There were sealed tournaments. I'll get into it. But whoever went to the pre-release, they got a box that cost $30 to get 6 packs. And so what we're seeing is some early sales before everything is out on the market of some of the cards that are really rare, and just wanted to see what the initial sales are. These are the people that have to have it now. These are the people that got FOMO. These are the DOMs of the world. When something pops up, they have to have it before everybody else. So these prices are most likely exceptionally inflated, but will be interesting to see.
Can I ask you a question? What is the average, like, because you guys were sending me information to see if I could get to one, and I just didn't have time to schedule. But like, so you go to these events, right? And there's do all of them have entrance fees on them?
So it's $30.
It doesn't matter. Well, it wasn't. There's some that weren't for $30 on here.
Well, they don't. It's not an entrance fee. You pay to play, more or
No.
less. Or
So yeah, all the ones here in Denver were $30.
And then they give you stuff with it, or they don't?
That's the cost of the box. The box,
That's a
you get
kit,
6
yeah.
packs. You get 6 packs. You get your tokens. You get 2 alt art cards in that box. So you get 2 special alt art cards, which I can show off a little bit later. And so basically, it's the same price as the packs, except you get the alt art cards and a little few tokens and a rule book, whatever else. And so at $5 a pack, you're just paying the $5 a pack, and then you get to be in the event.
Okay.
And
What do we
so
got?
from those 6 packs, you might get something good. You might not get something good. People that, got something really crazy, like we're going to look at some of the spotlight cards.
He gambled on it. He gambled away one of his placemats, and that's why it's gone.
No, I played with it, and I didn't put it back up yet. It's back there. The Ahsoka was my match.
Oh, did you take? Oh, what a dork! You took that thing with you to try to be like, look at me, I'm king of the dorks.
Take a play mat. Yes, you take a play mat to play cards. You don't play cards not on a play mat. You have to have a play mat.
He had to walk in there with some clout, man. Come on.
Yeah.
He's got a point. Back when
And
I
the
was
big
still
question
playing these
was-
card games, you
And the
don't
big
play
question
without a mat.
Play mat.
Taking. I didn't take the world championship plan. Like that's like I say for like the store championships. If I really want to, flaunt that I'm good. This was just an event. Everybody's
You
out
want
there-
to walk in there and have everybody get mystery boners. I get it.
So everybody's out there having fun.
Can you
So
see
just-
Wayseeker's wife walking into his room and seeing one of his mats missing, and she get all pissed, like, who you trying to impress there, Wayseeker?
Yeah, who you trying to press, buddy?
Who you trying to impress?
Yeah.
Which one was
I'm
it?
gonna go buy a world championship mat that they sell on eBay, so I can just like walk in like Wayeeker and be like,
Yeah.
"See, look, I'm good.
Yeah.
Look, see."
Yeah.
Just your first word of the line, knock on the door, go like, "Hey,
Ahsoka
this is
mat with me,
yeah.
if you remember.
What is it?" It's
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Yeah, he definitely was trying to get these boys distracted. That's what he's doing.
Dude,
All
I
right.
haven't been able to play a card game like this in like 5 years because of life. I was geared up, ramped up, ready to go.
Dude, I wish we had live footage. I wish we had live footage of that. Why didn't we have this tape? All right.
You banish him to the shadow realm.
He was like total happy zone. It was great. So anyway, we'll go through some of these spotlight cards, what they are, things like that. I'll show.
They're called Star Wars Unlimited. Yeah. It's a new. So this is the thing. It's a TCG, a trading card game. So some of these cards are valuable because they're rare. That's probably the most valuable, and those are the ones that typically don't get played with, correct? And then there's a lot of them that are functionality.
They're
right?
just
Play any card you want.
We'll talk about it in a second. So
Yeah, but so nobody's playing.
John, you're assuming that I lost. Come on now. What faith do you have in me? Come on, John.
You can't walk in with the Ahsoka boner mat and just go.
We'll get there, but John, you're getting ahead of yourself.
No, he's gonna lose. Man, he can't put the mat down when he's only gonna have the mat. We're gonna be playing online. I'm just gonna be ripping wax and beating Wayeeker's ass.
I'll have the camera down. You'll see the mat. You'll see the cards. Everything.
She said, Lady V, he or
you.
she, I think it's a she, says show it to her, Wayeeker.
I'll get my mat later, but right now we're going for it. So we're looking at a few of these showcase cards first. So the showcase cards,
he's got the Imperial March. Lays down the mat.
The showcase cards are the leader cards with alt art. And so I'm going to go to the one that's one of my favorite. We're going to skip forward here for a second, just so I can show you.
Yeah, I'll do this.
Of course, it's Thrawn.
Yeah.
This is Grand Admiral Thrawn. So
wait, hold.
I pulled a Grand Admiral Thrawn leader. So as you can see here, this is what the normal Grand Admiral Thrawn
would just be such a bad sexual lover.
This is a rare leader. As you can see here, normal art. The spotlight, though, has a much different full art. Doesn't have the borders and looks way
shiny.
cooler.
Is it shiny?
Shiny.
Shiny sometimes means more money.
Yeah.
Good.
So we'll go back. I don't know what happened there. As you can see here, in the Thrawn itself, this one has not sold yet, and there was a couple available on eBay. The cheapest available for these was running at $500.
Marco, can you switch his position and make him smaller and the thing bigger?
Yeah, make it bigger.
Yeah, hold
Slide
on.
bigger and him smaller. There you go.
No, wait, hold on.
Just do it like that. It's fine. And so these are the spotlight cards. Going back to the first slide here. These ones you find one in every 288 packs. So one every 2 cases. Not even a case hit. It's every other case hit. So you might buy a case and you don't get these. I think I showed some here that people are most excited about. Leia really like this Leia art, and so people really want to play with Leia. And those that really want Leia want this one because they want to show off the expensive card instead of having the regular leader card. Every deck has to have a leader, and so
nobody's doing that. They're just sticking this in a box.
They are. People do that. You understand card game players.
I don't want to steal your thunder or anything, but so you said you might buy a case because this is a one in every other case. So a box costs, you said 30, 40?
So this was just 6 packs. A case costs about $600.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
So
I just
these showcases are
in monetary terms.
Wow.
And these showcases are one every other case.
Yeah.
So you're looking at about one every $1,200. So that's what you get.
Damn, these are expensive.
And so you can see here the Leia. There's been 2 sales on the Leia so far. The high sale was $525. The low sale was $400. We can get into leaders if we want to later, but don't worry about the card game. But this one, I did hear a number of people was really hoping for the Leia at the event. We had about 40 people that showed out for the release I was at.
Did anybody pull one of these while you're?
Nobody pulled any showcases at the event that I was at. So, yeah, we did not. And so that would have been about 240 packs, and nobody got one in their 240 packs.
Not a single one.
You can see here, this is an Andor. This is, I thought, one of the cooler arts too. We've only seen one sale on this one from the pre-release. That one's going for about $424. That was $424 was the only sale. So, I don't know anything about this one because it is a rare leader, and it was very unlikely that you're going to see this one. So I didn't do much research in my very quick time of prepping for the game. Palpatine is another person that a lot of people want to play with because it's more of a control deck. So if you're control players, again, this is not somebody you're going to play with for pre-release. Has a really cool ability where you have to defeat one of your own units to deal damage to an opponent's unit, and then you get to draw a card. So you're killing your own stuff to hurt other people. It's kind of thematic. It's a long time before he comes out as a leader, which when I explained the game to Marco way later.
So I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but sometimes I can't help it. And if you've already covered this, I'm sorry. What's a leader again?
So every deck has a leader, and that kind of sets out your dynamics for your game. As you see here, each leader has 2 colors on their cards, and you can put those colors in your deck. And so you can play with black cards, you can play with green cards. Every deck also has a location, and you can play with the colors from the locations deck too. So basically, every deck gives you 3 different colors, and those colors can go into your deck. There's 6 total colors in the game, so you got to pick your leader based off of the colors that you want to play for your deck. And so Sith is black. I don't remember what the other colors are, to be honest. I didn't have time.
I think bounty hunters are red.
You got beat too quickly. I get it.
Aggression is red. I know aggression is red. Control is blue.
Green is probably
yellow is rebellion, right?
No, it's green, right?
That was
yellow.
Oh yeah. Well, here's a card. Yeah.
This is So that white one is rebellion, the rebels, on Andor, and then I don't know what I forget what the green one and the yellow one stand for, but I don't really care about that. It's not really important. What they stand for is just how you
That's
play.
what I was gonna say till I beat him.
You won't win. There's no chance, Marco.
Please.
That's fine. You got to keep doing that. Boba Fett was for Dom, but this is the highest selling card. This one, I think people really love the art on this one. There was one sale of this one for $900. There's one asked right now for $1,200. And so if you want to go buy it right now, you're going to be playing probably best offer in that 900 plus range. Bobo is one of the most aggressive characters. And if we ever get into talking about metas and things like that, every card game has a meta that's constantly shifting. Aggressive decks always come out of the top early until people realize control and how to play control, and how to counter aggression. That's true of every card game I think I've ever played. Early on, aggression is said to be OP, and then control always catches up.
These ones do look really cool, man.
So the art is much better on these old art cards.
I put $20 down saying Lady V could beat you in this game too, by the way.
And then you have the Thrawn as well, which we already talked about. And I love this one with the Ezra in the background. Cool little art. I was hoping to get one of these. I don't know if I would sell one because I do love Thrawn so much. If I pulled one of these, I'm not buying one. But if I happen to pull one, I don't know what I would do. The other ones I would sell because that's too much money not to sell.
Yeah, try to do that, Repair Tech Tony. If you can take some pictures, let us know, dude. We'll put your stuff up, dude. I love it.
I thought you had. Which one did you show us before? Didn't you show us?
So I have a regular old Thrawn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which is a rare, which is a good pull, because you only get one rare pack. But these ones are, one every 280 packs, you get one of the leaders, and you don't know which one you're going to get. Some of the cards are worth something from the original. I don't know anything about the market for the CCG market, but we could look into that someday. So then other kind of rarities that you're looking out for are your foil hyperspace rares and legendaries. So one every 50 packs, you get a foil hyperspace. Put me back on this big screen. I'll explain the difference between a hyperspace and not hyperspace. Here's 2 cards. The same card. IG88 as a leader. So you can see this one right here. This one doesn't have the border around it. It's got, the blue in the corner and the purple all the way around it. Normal cards have a black border on it. So the ones without the border, that kind of like more full art, these are hyperspace.
Oh, okay.
So hyperspace
Dude,
cards.
put them up against next to each other again.
See it?
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely see the border on that.
Yeah. See how there's no blue in the corner on this one.
Yeah.
Right. So
Oh
hyperspace.
yeah.
Hyperspace cards.
Left corner. Top left corner. Top left corner is
Yeah.
what we're looking at.
Hyperspace cards you get. Basically you get them in every 2 out of every 3 packs. So I opened up 6 packs. I got 4 hyperspace. On top of that, you get a foil every pack. 1 out of 50 packs, though, you get a hyperspace foil. And hyperspace foils are only rares and legendaries. And you get these 1 out of every 50 packs. What I'm interested in knowing is, are hyperspace legendaries more rare than foil hyperspace rares? Because if that's the case, like foil hyperspace legendaries might be the most rare card in the game, because legendaries come in 1 out of every 8 packs. So theoretically, it could be the foil hyperspace legendaries come out of 1 of every 400 packs. I don't know if that's actually true, if they're the same. They haven't really specified that anywhere I've looked. Here's an example, though, of a foil.
Hey, here's a good question: Are the cards different values in the game, or is it the same value? Like the rare card have the same play value. Look at the IG 88.
The card is exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, they're exactly the same.
So I when we go through cards that I pulled the Force Lightning, right? I pulled a regular old Force Lightning. That's a legendary. I got really lucky. I pulled 2 legendaries. It's kind of shiny, but yeah, I pulled 2 legendaries. You can see down here at the bottom if you're smaller. Over here it has an L. That tells you it's a legendary. It's not a hyperspace. It's not a foil. It's just a regular legendary. You're supposed to get 1 of those every 8 packs. That one is a rare foil legendary, and that one sold for 100. And I actually think that might be cheap, depending on how rare those hyperspace foils for legendaries
Are the odds listed on the back of the packs or in the boxes?
No.
Like they do so many times.
No, I don't think there are any odds on the.
They
maybe
rarely
on the box
list,
itself, I didn't see
they
it.
list
but
the
there's
rarities,
something
but they
on the
rarely
box.
list odds on packs for trading card games.
Yeah.
But they do list them on their website and stuff.
Yeah. And so this was an example of one of the foil hyperspace calls.
Ask RJ. Ask what if he's ask Wayeeker if what's vertical or horizontal. Is the vertical or horizontal better?
It's the same card.
Same card. It was the same card when you flipped it over.
It just flips.
Yeah.
We can explain the leader sometimes. The leader is the only ones that flip over.
Okay.
At a certain point in the game, you can take an epic action, which for people that play the game, and so it no longer becomes a leader and it becomes a unit.
Mm-hmm.
So when a unit has stats and can go out there and
You
just
kind of get to that when you explain the rules of the game a little bit.
Yeah, demolishing stuff. But you can collect the whole set. There's only 260 cards.
The base set you can collect, not all the.
But you're not going to be able to collect all those the showcases.
Well, you can. You spend a lot of
money.
money.
You can master it. It's just a lot of money.
It's a ton of money to master it and get all of the hyperspace rares and all that.
Never
Ruben,
dies.
don't do that. Don't do it, Ruben. Be happy with what you get.
Yeah, I guess on some of they're 2-sided. Are they 2-sided on all of them or just some of them?
Leaders.
Just leaders.
Just leaders.
Leaders are the only 2-sided cards.
Leaders.
Leaders are 2-sided.
Yep. And so then the other thing is you get the all-art cards. And what's unique about this game for what they're doing is for the normal tournaments, they're going to have a stamp on it. For the judge, they're going to stamp for first place, a stamp for top 4, and a stamp for like top 16. So you're going to be able to see what place they got right on the card that gets stamped. And so I got the regular ones that don't say judge on them, and they're foil, they're shiny.
What is that? That means you didn't do good?
I'm not a judge. I get to play. Judges don't get to play. Judges are out there just normally.
Yeah,
like a referee.
14 or whatever.
What? No, they didn't stamp it because this wasn't a real tournament. And so, as you can see, there's double-sided leaders.
Oh, you don't even play in real tournaments. You just play in
But
fake
the judge themselves got a one that said judge. And so these ones itself, which is really fascinating, they're only going for like $5, $7 each. The judge cards are going for $50 each, 50 to $60 each, or if you buy them together, it's between 80 and 125. And so, if you want to judge and get the cards, you can maybe talk to your local card game shop and pick up the judge and pick them up. And every event is going to have these judge alt art cards, and you'll be able to sell them for decent money. So
Can you wager the cards in matches? Like, is it like war?
can you wager your cards?
Like, does that happen? Like, if you lose, like, you can put a card to the side.
I mean, if people want to do it that way, but that's not normally how it's done.
Yeah, it's not normally how it's
They
done.
normally won't do that in pre-release tournaments.
Especially.
I think he means in the regular tournaments.
Yeah. So
Even in
Yeah.
regular tournaments, dude.
Do you play for cash in regular tournaments? What do you play for in regular tournaments?
There's prizes if you finish.
Prizes.
It's usually
It's a
prizes.
tournament.
Like,
If you win, there's a prize.
So, like,
thanks, there's prizes.
yesterday-
Thank you. So, okay, let me really. Hey, there's prizes. Can we clarify what the prizes are in regular tournaments?
Well, we don't know what
It
the prizes are
varies.
gonna be in regular prize tournaments yet. But we do know yesterday.
For an example of when you.
Yesterday
Yeah.
in pre-release, you win a match, you win a pack. So if you
Okay.
win your match, you win a pack.
All right.
So it's just out there to get people to have fun. You win a pack. And
We
so
all know there's some side betting going on.
There's got to be side
you
betting.
can't
Right?
you can't use your packs that you get in there because that wouldn't be fair. And so
Is that typical? Like, I mean,
Usually-
obviously, you got mats from the big tournaments, but the smaller
Marco.
tournaments. Yeah.
Usually the way these tournaments work, at least the way they used to work when I was playing these different games and stuff,
Mhm.
is sometimes there will be like side betting, but it's like you can't do that kind of thing in the stores. You have to kind of like be outside of the store to for any of that to happen.
Yeah.
Most of the time you get like packs. Sometimes you'll get pre-built decks. Sometimes, I mean, it just depends. A lot of some of the games that I used to play in, like the grand prize, if you won one of these pre-releases, is to
Mhm.
get a box when they come out,
Mhm.
stuff of that nature.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Usually, it's not cash prizes, though. Star Wars Destiny did have cash prizes, so I wouldn't be surprised if the game picks up in 6 months if they do cash prizes.
Now, if
Your
they have
larger-
official tournaments,
So, but
when-
usually official tournaments right now, what we know is going to give all dark cards. They'll give playmats, they'll give boxes,
Okay.
they'll give product, and they'll give you free entry into more tournaments. So you'll be able to go into a tournament for free and not have to pay the entry fee, stuff like that. So,
Mystery boners all over the place.
so yeah. So,
Do you need a bookie? No, but I think a lot of them said you have to sign up. Like, how is that too? Like, a lot of them say you have to sign up ahead of time. Is that really true, or can you show
Yeah.
up and?
yes, absolutely. The spots
yeah,
will show up.
there's a sign up for most of these games, especially with pre-release.
Our spot had 40. The game I played at had 40 slots, and they had like 70 people that wanted to play. So
What was
40
the buy-in
all,
on this?
all they had for the product,
30.
and that's so they took. The
What
first
was the
40.
buy-in on this one, Wayseeker?
$30?
30? Okay. So you did the buy-in and then you got what, like 6 packs to build your deck?
So you get 6 packs, and then if you win, you get more. So
Okay.
All right.
so what do you want
So now are you gonna crack some? So are you gonna show us?
So-
So you tell us how it went.
So
Go
yesterday, I played yesterday. There was about 40 people there. I couldn't finish because I had some other commitments. It was a 4-round tournament. I played in 3 rounds. What do you think? How did I do?
Terrible. I think you lost to a bunch
I
of
got
kids.
3 packs, so that means I won.
I think what happened was he saw the finalists and he's like, I can't win. I resign.
Yeah, he's like,
I got
there's
stuff
someplace I
to
gotta
do.
be.
I got
These
stuff
are someplace
to do.
I-
Sorry.
Yeah, every round is best 2 of 3, and I won. Not just I won 3-0, I won 3-0-6-0. So I didn't lose a match, John. I didn't lose a match on the day. I swept all 3 of my opponents. Who knows what I've done with the finals? Whatever. Maybe I won another pack. But
What was the grand prize
Wait, what?
for the tournament?
There was no grand prize in pre-release.
Oh, there
What
was.
happened? No, say it again. I like Jedi. Jedi peeked up, so you must have said something foolish.
No, wait a minute. So you didn't lose, but you didn't play all 4 rounds. What happened?
I had to
again?
drop. I'm just
Your
saying.
mom
On the
called?
games
What
I
happened?
played, I went 3-0-6-0. It's best
No,
two
it was
out of
it's
three.
because
Best-
it's
Each
a religious
goal,
holiday, and he
best
had to
out of
stop
three.
because the religious holiday started.
And
That's pretty
I
much what
had
happened.
See,
I
the
had
other
other
guy
things to
had
do.
the world champion Ahsoka playmat, and Wayseeker got all scared, and he was like,
Oh, there's a bigger playmat.
can't compete.
The
He had
big-
a better playmat.
That's right.
The big
Um,
What I'm
boner
hearing you say
playmat.
is that
I-
you could have won the whole thing. You could have.
It doesn't matter. It's just a pack. I mean, if it was actually something on the line, I would have stayed.
Oh, it matters, Wayseeker. It matters a lot.
And I
It
might have
matters.
lost, I might have won. It was just a pack. What am I gonna do with just a pack? Like it's fine.
Hey, Wayseeker, what was the average age of person there? Was it little kids you were
Oh,
just
the
making
average
fun of?
age of person there was probably 45.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, this is,
Come on
this is
now.
older.
I don't think there was anybody under 30 at the whole event.
Dude, kids,
Yeah.
There's
kids
some
aren't playing Star
70-year-old,
Wars Unlimited
60-year-old, like
right now.
no. I played IG88 That was the character.
As Zaggy being one of our youngest members, he says kids don't really play card games anymore.
They play
So-
Pokemon, but that's about it.
They played
it's harder and
Pokemon and
harder.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, it's hard to find them. That's why I had to learn how to play it so that my son had somebody to play with. So.
So yeah, I win those games. We'll see what we get here in these packs.
Hey, did they make fun of you when you wrapped it up? Did they go like, "Hey, roll up your mat there, Ahsoka Tana"?
People bought mats. Everybody brings a mat. You play on a mat. That's
Guys
what you
are
do. If you
weirdos.
show up and you don't play on a mat, then you can be like,
But
"Who is
was
this
there any
bozo?"
Matt envy going on?
I'm rolling out. No, I'm rolling out mat free since '83, buddy. I'm coming.
Picked up another Thrawn there. First pack.
Oh, you're excited.
Opened up another rare Thrawn, which doesn't do you any good, but whatever. Every pack you get 1 leader. You get 1 location. This is just a regular old common location. You get 16 cards in a pack, which is a lot of cards.
That's a lot of cards.
Wow, 16? Jeez.
Yep. And so the majority of your pack, like the first 8 cards are all commons, and then you get some uncommons. So I don't need to go through them all, but you get precision fire, and people don't know what these do. I'll just move on to the ones that people care about.
You do it like this. Where in the deck are the rare ones? Is at the end. You flip through it really quickly, and then you show the rare one.
So I'll go through some of the uncommons. Some of the uncommons are fun. Uncommon Fifth Brother, cool character there. I think the art's pretty good there
Inquisitor.
on that one.
Gotcha.
I got an uncommon Yoda. This is a character, not a leader. So
Wow.
old Yoda there. Normal 2/4.
About to die before he can train Luke Yoda.
I got it.
Yeah.
I did end up getting another rare location, whatever. And so
Dude, I want to find one of these just so I can roll in with no
each of these
math.
rare
So what do
locations have
the
less
locations do for you?
health. They tell you how much health you have to win the game. If somebody defeats you, you lose. So
Okay,
most
so
Wait,
you have
isn't that one of the rare ones? It's 25, so it's rare, right?
yeah, most of the locations have 30 health.
You have a leader. You have a leader and a location in each deck, right?
Yep, in every deck. And
I think
so,
there is a leader one that just wasn't
ones, the
least.
common ones always have 30. The rare ones always have 25.
Is there a leader version for Yoda?
I don't know if there's a leader version for Yoda yet. They were gonna have more sets, so there will be a
Yeah,
a
there will
leader
be
version
more than one.
of it is. And
Also,
so-
too, we haven't seen starter decks and other stuff. That
Yep, and then every pack you get a foil, and they can be rare foils or common.
Better so we can see it like this and put it
This is
towards
just
the
a
camera.
common foil, so
Yeah. Well, you still do.
nothing great
Hey,
about this.
JJ, how many rounds did you win when you played this game?
I didn't play it.
Oh, I thought you did at some. I thought you did when you were in the demo thing. Didn't you do a demo on it?
You just did a demo.
Oh no, I just played one game, but I
Are
didn't
you
win.
kidding?
I
JJ
lost.
walks in and people scatter. Then nobody wants to play JJ.
Yeah. He comes in with, he comes in holding like a
know
2
what,
6-packs
Ding
of balls, and he's
I've
like,
heard
"Yeah,
it.
let's go."
I've heard it's quite
Well,
different.
I'm
than
getting the same cards. It's crazy. I got a hyperspace IG-88, so I'm getting the same leaders. Unfortunately, they already have. But
Put
is
that one
also
up on auction.
Hyperspace, as you can see there.
Yep, blue on
So
the left
I got
corner.
a second one of that. Let's see what we get here at the end.
Could always
You
put
got
that one
your
out
rare
to
so
sell
far,
there.
right? No, rare's 1 and 1.
Hey, did you bring your mat to do the demo, JJ?
Got it. Uncommon
Yeah.
Piet, Admiral
They
Piet.
have mats for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do there. I got a.
So why do you need to bring a mat then?
My rare is just an event. Nothing great here.
Yes.
Just I had no
Like
choice.
going to the bowling
go.
alley and
And
shoes.
another common foil. So nothing.
What?
nothing great-
You have to bring your own shoes to the
nothing
bowling
great about
alley.
that pack either.
So is
That's
there
what I'm
a?
saying. That's what I'm saying. When you go and you
obviously-
play with their mats, that's gross. You gotta bring
Oh,
your
is
own.
it? Okay.
Obviously, there's strategies to this. Yes.
Oh yeah.
To
Oh,
how
yeah, there's
you
lots of strategies.
to how you build your decks and such.
How you build your decks, what you do. Every
Before we
leader-
get to that,
every
I have a
leader-
question for Jedi because he
Right,
brought up a
dinner
good point.
foil, that's a new one.
Is it because people are picking their nose while they're playing cards and they're laying boogers down on these mats? So you want to bring your own? Like I get the shoe thing because people have foot funguses, but why do you bring
You
your own
never
mat?
know.
Because the cards stick to the table, and they're so much easier not to stick to the table. Everything sticks to the table. The
When I
tables are
used
greasy.
to when I used to play
gross.
these card tournaments, I used to take my mats too because again, like Wayeeker said, sticky tables, dirty people, that sort of thing. Plus, your
There's a
cards.
hyperspace card right there too. It's
if you
like
play,
border.
If you play with like sleeves on your cards, less chance of them sliding around if you have a playmat.
Yeah, we should
My rare is
probably do that.
Now,
Who
now I'm
starts
gonna be
doing
mad. This is like trolling Dom right here for my rare. My rare is Fett's fire spray, and it actually says fire spray on it.
Oh
Of course
wow!
it does.
So,
Of course it does.
Of course,
Well,
it doesn't say slave one. Of course not.
Because Disney, and like, you know what I'm saying, and like, because they don't want old people like me to die. That's what he says.
It's the woke
so
agenda.
it's cool because like if you play with Fett or Django, it comes out and it has ambush, and so that's kind of cool. So it's able to attack on the turn it's played if you have those as your leader.
Oh, that's
if
cool.
If you don't have them as your leader, then got another
Odds are crazy.
common foil in that one.
Yeah, why don't they clean the tables in these places?
Because the people are gross. Why don't they do that? Why don't they clean the
The
bathroom?
reason you don't wash your coffee cup. I guess.
Why don't they
I
clean the bathroom at your cons?
They do,
So
but people eat such terrible food. They're shitting all the time.
So yeah.
And we've got a lot of comments. People like the art on this card, man.
The
Yeah,
art
so-
on those, because
The art
the
is
art
nice.
on some of these cards, I'm looking at some right now.
We could close the
on-
pond.
I wanted to show some of the cards I got yesterday. I got a hyperspace Chewbacca, as you can see, I got the whole hyperspace order. So this
Yeah,
is
I'm
what
crazy about that
for
art.
you. I thought of you when I pulled this one. I do
Is
like
that a
the
leader
hyperspace.
or?
It is a leader. I didn't put it on the. You can see on the other side, it comes a unit. Chewie is really
A
fun.
eunuch?
As a unit because when he comes out, he has basically
he's
what
a
it's
big unit?
considered like other games like guard or whatever. Sentinel. You have to attack him before you can attack the other person in the face. This game,
Oh, okay, that's cool.
this game, if you ever played Elder Scrolls Legends, it's like Elder Scrolls Legends meets Star Wars Destiny. I think that's the best way I know how to describe it. Elder Scrolls Legends
Just
was an online card
Yeah,
game.
I played Elder Scrolls Legends,
Where
so
you
yeah, I
have-
kind of get the idea.
You have 2 lanes, right, in Elder Scrolls Legends, and you can only block and attack with people on each of those sides lanes. You have like a shadow lane and non-shadow lane. In Star Wars Unlimited, you have a ground lane and you have a space lane. And ground units can attack space units can attack ground units, and both of them are able to attack your location. And so if you play like MOBAs or whatever, it's very MOBA-like in that regard.
Wait, you're saying in this Star Wars game, the ground units and space units can't attack each other?
Right.
Okay, cool. I got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm only listening to things I need to know to beat you.
Yeah. It's MOBA-like.
The basic thing is the game.
It's along those lines where you can.
I keep asking. No, hold on. This is where you guys are full of shit. I keep asking you guys for the basic mechanics of the game, and you're like, "Yeah, no, there's nothing different. It's just that you play a card." I'm like, "There's got to be something." Then all of a sudden, you sit here and spill the beans on different fucking mechanics, and go, "Oh well, yeah, of course that's there." Hey, not all of us were like IV and balls and playing on dirty mats, bro.
Come on, now you can
Star Wars, you guys, I don't know if you've been there yet, Marco, but StarWarsUnlimited.com has the rules to the game.
See, the whole rules are there, but Marco doesn't know how to read.
That's not how you gotta do it. No. Hey, Jedi, have you played any of these card games before? That's not how you do it.
No, I'm
you
just
gotta
saying,
find.
I've sat through naval operational briefings that look simpler than these fucking.
Yeah,
rules.
that's what I'm saying. So what you have to do is watch the mechanics and figure out like the Cliff Notes version of it, and then see what the metas are. Then see what the metas are, and then if you can build your thing up like the meta, then it's pretty much just luck at that point. It just comes down to luck.
I did pull a rare foil, Wolf, so I was pretty excited with this one.
Oh, that's cool.
Wolf's a cool card, and you can see
Tilt
the
it to
foil
see if we can
version
see
of it.
the foil go on it because Wolf looks like shit right there. All right.
So
You can see the
that was cool to get a rare foil at least.
This will come out Friday. Is the official launch date?
Yeah,
Put that
and
in
I
a
did
sleeve,
pick up
Wayeeker.
another rare.
I said I'm going to.
Another rare that I'm excited to try is Bendu.
Is it this Friday? When does this come out? Is it this Friday or is it
Friday.
Monday?
It's coming Friday.
So
Bro.
like this is a card you can't play in sealed or draft very well because as you can see here, it has 2 blue. So that means you're really constricting your deck because your leader and your location have to both have blue.
We're going to do this. Lady, we're going to do this.
So we'll do
Also,
a
too,
tutorial sometime.
Artrell, this is what we're really going to do. We're going to try, and I know we say a lot of things, but we are going to try to set up a day where like we can either play with you online, where you can come into one of our streams. You don't have to show yourself because a lot of times you're just going to take pictures of the camera anyways, or we'll figure it out. We'll figure out some way we're going to do that because I think we're going to show people how to play this game and then just create some stupid content where I'm talking shit and whooping Wayeeker's ass, and he's got to take a mat down for every time I beat him.
Dude, it's not going to happen. Totally.
So according to the
Wayeeker,
rules,
go
you only
Wayeeker.
need 6 cards to play. Is that right? You just need 6 cards.
Because you can
6
get the
packs.
base, the
6
leader,
packs,
and
but not 6 cards.
What?
You need 6
all right, we get it. We'll do it. Either we tape it.
6 packs.
to play a seal.
He doesn't have a whole deck. He doesn't. Do you have a whole deck?
I ended up picking up 2 legendaries, which I was really excited about because in 6 packs I got 2 legendaries. So I got the Change of Heart, which is the cool one, and then I got the Force Lightning, which I'm really excited about because I'm a control player at heart. And this card pretty much just is able to destroy whatever you want to destroy.
So you said earlier Palpatine was good for control decks?
Palpatine's good for control decks. I don't have Palpatine, but Palpatine's really good for control decks. Chewie is really good for control decks. I'm a control player. Both those characters. Thrawn is really good for control decks.
I just read the first sentence of the instructions, and I'm already lost. It says,
Hey, Jedi, can I tell you how I learned about TGCs?
Yeah.
TCGs. I learned one thing. I've learned one thing. I got a lot of money, so I'm really good at them because I can buy a lot of fucking cards.
well,
Yeah.
okay,
The thing about TCG.
That's only going to work so long until.
No, I don't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Just
You
explain the
watch.
first
You watch,
sentence to me,
dude.
Wayeeker,
I'm going to
okay?
destroy you like you've never been destroyed.
Yeah.
Wayeeker, just explain the first sentence to me. It says, randomly determine which player starts the game with the initiative,
Yes.
and then give that player the initiative counter. I'm
Yeah.
already. What the hell
Okay,
is that?
that's
That's
a
easy.
start.
No, hey, that's just a T. That's a trade card game standard thing.
Basically, whoever has initiative gets to go first in the next round.
Well, it comes out on Friday, right? When does this come out?
The game
Friday.
comes out Friday.
Friday.
So you
comes
have
out
to
Friday.
make a decision in this game
Sure.
when you take an initiative. It's one of the harder
Yeah.
decisions to take because when you decide I'm going to take the initiative, after that your turn is done. The opponent can just go. The game works as one person takes an action, another person takes an action, one person takes an action, another person takes an action. It's back and forth. It's not like a normal card game where like you play out your hand and then they play out their hand. You play out your hand, they play out your hand. No, it's back and forth. You take an action, they take an action. You take an action, they take an action. But if you take the initiative,
Marco's gonna
What's
bribe
Marco
the
doing?
judges.
what is Marco doing? Basically, like,
Marco
Crushing
suddenly
his
turned
dreams.
into a Marco.
I don't care.
I just
Marco
got
suddenly turned-
I can buy packs. I can have all of
If
it.
you had a world championship play mat, maybe I'd be scared. But it's just money. It's got-
Marco just turned into a rapper. Marco just turned into a
Championship.
rapper.
Go buy the world championship play mat with that money, and then I'll be scared.
I can buy one of your mats, bro.
Go buy it. Go buy it. Yeah, wear it like a championship hat. So,
Marco
Wear
making
like
it
a
rain
roll
over
up
there.
come on, man.
We strapped around his
That's
waist.
not how we're gonna.
Oh, Marco turned into a rapper. Holy crap.
Look, hey, look, so all you need, you get a little bit of this, you buy a bunch of packs, you open them up, you get yourself the meta, and then you just flip a coin and you hope you got lucky.
I'm gonna beat Marco, and so he's gonna be like, I'm gonna throw more money at this game. I'm gonna beat Marco again. He's gonna throw
Nah, you
more
won't.
money at this game. And
Why
pretty soon
don't
he
you
can be
just buy a
broke.
player's
He's gonna have-
meta deck?
He's gonna have a house
Just
full
buy
of
the whole
cards
deck.
and not know how to use them. Because that's just how this game works. It's gonna be great.
See, yeah, Dan, I'm definitely finding something. We're gonna dig. Hey, watch this. We're gonna kill him, dude. Wayeeker just thinks because he played for a little bit against little kids and made him cry, it's gonna be that easy. The problem is he hasn't ran
How
into
hard
New
do you
Dom
expect?
before. New Dom knows.
No.
I'm just saying, New Dom's got it, bro.
Marco.
This is what I would say about the game.
JJ.
Marco.
The game is super easy to play. One of the nice
Yeah.
things you play card games before is you got to worry about your resources. In this game, you start out with 6 cards. You're able to take from your hand 2 of those cards before the game starts, and those are your resources for the first round. And then every turn you draw 2 cards, and at the beginning of the turn, you can take 1 card from your hand and turn it into a resource. It means you can't play with the card ever again in the game. It's always a resource for the rest of the game, but you're never resource locked. And I think that's the thing I hate about like Magic and some other games is if you don't draw the right mana or whatever they call it, the game is over. And Pokemon has that too. Like if you don't draw your energy, the game's
Set it up
over.
the right way. You have to do a lot of recycling, a lot of
Not,
back.
yeah,
So I got a
this game
question
you
for-
never have to worry about that because your deck, you get to make choices about what is your resources, and every turn you can have 1 more resource than the turn before. Of course, there's
Hey,
ranking. There's all those
lady,
other things out there.
Lady V. Those mats behind means that he's won like legit championships before.
Yeah.
Legit. Like
Legit championships.
his skill level, like the amount of time he's put into this. I have 0 hours. He has 1 billion.
You know, you can tell JJ.
But I'm
I'm
just
sorry. You
good
know,
at
you can tell Wayeeker's getting excited. Wayeeker starts doing this.
Yeah,
It's
his
like-
hair starts going all over.
Yeah, he suddenly turns into a mad scientist over here.
But JJ and Wayeeker actually. So for those that didn't order these and have already got their allotted,
That's it. I will. Enemies.
How hard are these going to be to find for people that are just going out to their local hobby card shop or whatever? Are these going to be pretty hard to find?
You have to find a hobby shop that has them. I went to 3 or 4 places. Now they found like 6, but I have to drive 40 minutes just to get to the closest place that's selling this stuff.
If you go to the website, at least initially, they do a pretty good job of listing stores in your area that'll have it or that'll carry it. So go there and use the search thing to find them. But I don't think it's going to be like something that's like super short printed. That's going to be like tough to find or something like that.
I think get it. But this is the problem, though, guys. Don't get deterred. Go to the website, try to enter in the thing, and if you have to drive 20, 30 minutes, go ahead. The problem is, like, I even went to all my hookups, and I was like, "Yo," and they're like, "We don't, nah, bro."
No, this is selling out really quick.
Your hookups
the store close to me is completely sold out for their pre-orders. So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So in these games, either one of two things happens, and either they underprint it or they overprint it because they have no idea what demand is going to be. And the last game that came out that was semi-big was Lorcana, and Lorcana drastically underprinted it. And
this is nothing like Lorcana, though.
And I don't think it's going to be like that. But
Star Wars Unlimited,
when it came out, you couldn't find product anywhere, and a $100 box was selling on the open market for $400 to $500 at the start because you couldn't find it.
You're too close to launch for that. You had when Lorcana. So I was at Gen Con when Lorcana came out, and that's when the madness started because that was when they first launched it. And then a booster box there was like $144, and it would go like $600 on eBay. So everybody wanted a box. It was madness. People stand in line for like 6 hours, like sacrifice their children to the gods of Disney or whatever to get a box. But like this is not that. You're too close to launch to see. I think those crazy spikes in prices.
Dan, where at Dan? What was the name of the place? He's from. I know who that is. We're local, so like he's on the east side. But I'll try to go ahead. Anyways.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're signing up for spots in games. I mean, a lot of times. Depends on the size of the shop, but a lot of shops won't have more than like 30 spots or something like that. And you're limited because not every shop that stocks the game is going to have tournaments like for pre-release.
Right.
Yeah. You may only have like 1 in your entire city or 2 in your entire city that have a pre-release event going on. But
within an hour of where I live,
shops that stock it.
Within an hour of where I live, there was 8 pre-release games going on.
Yeah.
Like hour, 15 minutes. So.
Yeah. And same here in Denver. We had them all over, and just
I had less than that. I had about 4 in my area, but
I think we had
if you let me know where you're at and you can't find product, I can help you find product.
I think we had like 6 going here where I live. There were like 6 different stores that were running the pre-releases this weekend.
Oh, easy. I mean, I know that area well because that's where I played.
But you're looking at right now. I'm saying if you want to go out and pre-order a box and get it like online and sent to you like a full booster box, which is really all you need, to be honest, if you're gonna play.
If you call my friend Common Ground Games, I don't know if you know what Common Ground Games is. And
I know Common Ground.
Yeah, they'll have product. Jameson is the owner there.
Oh, I know Jameson. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's already pushing. They're gonna have. I don't want to push a store, but they're whatever. But that's in your area. They're having sealed events. I think every Friday and construction every Saturday, or vice versa. And so he's gonna have product for sure because they're running events every weekend.
I figured as much. They always run events out here. So,
and if you want to just pick up and try a starter kit too, you don't have to buy packs. And
like we're like a heavy for a lot of these card games and stuff like that. We're a heavy tournament area for all of them, like Magic, all of them down here. So there's like I said before, between Fort Worth and Dallas, there's probably about 40 stores that run tournaments and stuff. So I'm surrounded by it if I really want to go play. If I have the time, I just don't have the time right now.
Marco's muted.
Oh, sorry. You guys are all weirdos. I'm in Michigan. JJ is in Indiana, and Wayeeker's in Denver, Colorado.
Wayeeker's in Colorado, and I'm in Texas.
And Jedi's in Hawaii.
I have no idea what Hawaii is like for the gaming system, but I know everywhere else. Like Indiana's huge. Michigan's pretty big. Texas is massive.
Yeah, we get it. I mean, we're big with comics and all that stuff. Yeah. Nerd culture out here is pretty solid. All right. Well, that looks good. That was good stuff. Thanks for the update. I think everybody enjoyed it. We're going to try, like I said.
I was going to say, Dan, the man brings a point. Like, if you can, these pre-release events like what Wayeeker went to are good to learn to play the game.
Oh yeah,
It's not a real
definitely.
tournament. People aren't super competitive about it. So if you want to learn the game, there'll be a lot of them. There'll be a lot of them even after release. There'll be a lot of them probably on the first weekend it comes out, the second weekend it comes out. When a game's new, you see more store tournaments, and store tournaments are the best places to learn to play a game.
Yeah, because they'll
usually. Hold on, I'll tell you out here, and I don't know if it's changed, but Dan will probably back this up. Like out here, there's a lot of gatekeepers in the card game world. Like they are weirdos.
Well, okay. Let me specify. If you play stuff like Magic the Gathering and stuff like that, then yeah, Marco's right. Like you're dead. You're dead. But like new stuff like this Star Wars game, JJ's right, because you'll have people that'll teach you at these pre-releases how to play this stuff. And for like a couple of weeks, you'll have like a table or two off to the side that'll have like those would be the teaching tables. And then you'll have the other tables that are set up that are like hardcore games going on.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, like I said, down here, we have so many stores doing things that you can, there's like whole stores that just do teaching tournaments.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say
they don't fly out here. We come to play every time.
And the type,
Well,
and the type
look,
of tournament
the
you're
thing
playing
is-
in too matters. Like
The
if you're
thing is
playing-
down
if
here,
you're playing constructed or you're playing like a sealed, it's completely different.
down
Constructed-
here, you know the stores where the competitive nature is.
Yeah.
And that's, if you want to be competitive, those are the stores you go to. But like I said,
but
right
that's
here
what we're
where
saying,
I'm
like,
sitting,
for these people who've never played before, we're trying to find someplace.
But sealed, to me, if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to play sealed. Because it's not about how big your collection is. You get 6 packs. You buy 6 packs. Everybody only gets 6 packs, and you build a deck from those 6 packs.
yeah,
And
sealed
so
is
it doesn't
always
matter
less
your size of your
competitive.
collection.
I'm
It's
not a
just
bowler.
about
Dude.
playing
Yes.
with those 6 packs, and because there's no big prizes
Okay, so
online, it's people are
Wayeeker.
just having fun. They're just trying to build their collection. They're just trying to try stuff out and make something from those 6 packs. So play
When you
sealed.
say sealed, it means you don't walk in with your deck. You
You
have
don't
to
walk in with
like
anything
No.
other than your token.
Basically,
And
Jedi, you pay for 6 packs. You open those packs. You build a deck out of those 6 packs,
Got it.
and you only have what you get in those packs to work with.
Yep.
That's a
It's
sealed.
it's all fun and games until the Warhammer guys walk in, and then shit gets real.
Well,
Dude, out here, I'll tell you this.
Ruben, I
Out
know
here-
where a lot of stores are in Austin, and I know a lot of stores in Houston because I would always travel for LCG,
Stores,
the store championships and regionals down there. So
Fort
if
Worth,
you were in
Houston,
that
and
area, then
Austin.
yeah.
Fort Worth, Houston, and Austin are 3 good places to play in tournaments.
So
It's like I said, between Fort Worth and Dallas, we have 40 stores that run tournaments.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, out here it was
You know where
different.
you are,
Like, it
Ruben,
was
and I can tell you the stores that will be throwing store championships.
yeah.
let Marco talk.
Out here,
Yes.
like it was different. Like the card people and the comic people don't get along.
Oh no, not at all. It's the same way
But
down
that's
here.
where they would always like comic people would be pissed because the card people would start coming in to their comic shop and they'd smell bad and they're weirdos. And, like so, like it has always been kind of like bad. And I think some,
dust in their fingers.
I think
and
well, no,
all
I
that
think some of it
mouth.
was overlooked
Yeah,
because
for
like
people.
you'd see your comic shop being taken over by card people, and the comic sections would get smaller after the 90s.
So what Marco's
Like,
trying to tell us is he's one of those people that would get pissed
Ruma,
off at the card people.
Ruma in
well,
the chat.
I'm getting
If you're close to Houston, there'll be a couple of good stores in Houston for you to play at. But it depends on where you are, which major city you're close to.
I only bully bullies, BK. Only bully bullies. But go ahead and ask.
Conventions are another good place to learn to play too.
Oh,
lot of
you're in
people don't know.
Corpus? You may have a shop or 2 in Corpus if you look.
That's what I was at. Like at the last con, I was asking. I asked the Magic and the guy that runs Magic and Pokemon tournaments, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, we don't. Nobody.
No,
out here is
those stores
gonna
are never going to do this.
Yeah,
Those are
they're
so dedicated to just 2 products. You need to find like the more, I don't know, diverse games where they're not like only selling Magic cards and singles or Pokemon and singles. I have one of those like down this,
Well, no, they let you build your shit up. They just, I don't know.
but they won't run any tournaments. They won't sell any product there because they are completely devoted to
Yeah.
having all the
And
products.
some shops don't have the space to run tournaments too, so you know.
Yeah.
I think the
If
best
you're in
thing
a
is
small town,
like
you
that's
may be a
what
small shop that doesn't.
that's
have-
what I was asking you guys to help the people out there, right? Go like Wayeeker and JJ and Thade has said at this point. Go to the StarWarsUnlimited.com, enter in your zip code, find out a place, see if they're doing a tournament, try to get in there really quickly. It's anywhere from some of the tournaments might not be giving away stuff because I did see some tournaments for 5 or 10, the teaching tournaments to reserve a spot to 30, $25. It was $25 down here. We don't try to rip people off like they do in Colorado. They're only charging $25 as a high over here. But yeah, try to get out there. That's a way to learn it. It'd be really cool. I really am hoping that I can find one that has I don't know how. Is there a way? Can we pull up the website real quickly? Let me see if I can pull up the website real quick. Is there a way that
I'm on the website. I did the search for my zip code. It said no results.
So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not surprised for that for Hawaii.
What the heck? But is there a way just to figure out where they have tournaments too early, or is it just like?
So there's two options. There's events and there's
events.
product. You want events, obviously.
So then you hit events, and then you go, what is organized play? So you just want to go organized play or event locator. Event locator, probably.
Event locator.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
and they have a casual play in there too. That's kind of cool, man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, type of event. Pre-release event. Okay.
That's probably all
Correct.
you'll see for now.
Yeah.
Date range. Okay. Let's go through, and it releases on Friday, so I'll do through Friday. Ascending and descending. No events. Awesome. All right, sweet.
I'm guessing it's not.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
A lot of pre-release. Most shops will do the pre-release events and stuff like that the week in before it drops. So
Okay.
most of them have probably already had them.
Okay.
This is going to be happening on Twitch.
I
too,
think
right?
the website's down right now, to be honest. Because if I go to purchase product, it won't even find anything. So I think right now the website's down. I don't think it's because there's no events, because I know there's events near me that are on there, and so I think the website is just down. So good content right there.
I ain't going out there for that. All right. Well, cool. Ken not ship to Hawaii.
Yeah. Will be interesting to see if how the game goes and if Marco can ever win.
You got it, Dad. You got it for sure. We're not going to enter in your area. John, you got to look it up yourself, bro.
John, wait, go to the website.
Hey, John, we're cool, but this ain't a one-stop shop for you, bro. We ain't Google.
We already talked about solicitation.
Yeah, we ain't soliciting for you. All right, let's do we've held Jedi here long enough. Let's talk about why he came here. A little bit of Bad Batch review. Dom never got here. Oh, there he is. Wait, speak of the devil, Dom. Hey, Dom, I'm new Dom.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, what?
Yeah, do Dom. It was
You got to be new Marco.
No. I'll edit back.
I was new Marco.
He's here. Yeah, Jedi was new Marco.
All
right, what's going on, Dom?
nothing, man. Figured how to.
I thought Dom was going to come in here like Joe Pesci. But think you're funny.
Dom, did you see the card I pulled?
Oh no, I didn't see. I was on the.
Show him that one real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll find it. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be your favorite card of all time.
Is it a special card? A lot of money.
It's the highest selling. It's the highest card they got. Oh no, I thought you were talking about the other one.
Slave one, or does it says fire spray?
That's fire spray right there.
Yeah.
Slave one, but it's called the right name. So, that's fire spray.
Nice.
I've got nothing.
He's like, I'm thrilled.
Slave one.
You would buy it. You want
Oh,
that card?
look. Look, my fellow
check this
Italian
out,
showed
Dom.
up. What's up, Dom?
Check this out, Dom. Check this one out. Look at that, though.
$900.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the highest price card going right now.
The spotlight. This the highest card price right
Yeah,
there.
but where do you get this card? From the box itself?
So it's one out of
Yeah,
every
from the
2
back.
cases gets one of these cards. So
Of
it's
course.
one out of every.
Who
What?
pulled this?
Somebody pulled it.
Dude, shops will open massive amount of cases a lot of times to sell singles too. So
They will. The big
They'll
shops
rip like
will
6
open up
cases.
cases.
Really?
7 cases, 8 cases, yeah.
So I know there's other cards. That's not just the only one. There's other like variants of that card too, right?
Well, that is the variant of that card.
Yeah, there's other characters. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think he means characters.
So like these are some of the variants we went through, but the fat one is the most expensive. So we did so as you can see, the one in every.
Hey,
200
did you show him the
fat.
cards you pulled, Wayseeker?
I showed him the fire spray one. He didn't even respond. Just too upset. That's called the fire spray. So Dom's gonna have to buy this one and get graded.
Yeah. I'll have to,
I bet you
Oh,
graded.
no.
If you want this thing graded, you're gonna be paying multiple thousand. For
yeah.
Nah, it'll drop.
For a 10
It'll drop and stuff. It'll go down in price.
Yeah.
Once more come on the market, they'll be fighting each other to sell it. So it's always the first price for the
We'll
first.
see how rare it gets.
I know, but right now the next cheapest on the market is 1,200. So
Did you see they
It's not even
built
out
this
yet.
crap?
Yeah, I have this on pre-order.
Oh,
I don't have it.
do you have 3 of them? Because somebody in chat said you had 3 of them.
I wish. If I had
you
3 of them,
pre-ordered
I'd
this
put them out there.
nonsense. Giggles Fets is a saint.
Okay, so
She
you
really
do
is.
have that on. You do have that on pre-order. I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought you did. Yeah.
Uh,
You dumb. You.
All right, let's get
What
into
is
the Bad Batch
bullshit?
breakdown. Perfect timing, Dom. Where's the Bad Batch
He
breakdown?
gave you a scene that you got to respond to first. So you're
Where is
be
it?
ready.
Who did it? Where's the Bad Batch breakdown?
I thought you
I
would
sent
put
it
it in
to
there.
you. It's sitting there.
Wait, nobody loaded it in?
No.
All right, now talk more nonsense so I can load it in because you guys don't do shit.
All right. While you're doing that, I'll be right back.
The process has been unchanged for years. I sent it to you, and you load it in. This is the way it always
never.
works.
Hey, do you see?
I got a rare foil wolf.
Well, that's cool. That's actually cool.
We will
How
try
much
it. We can. Somebody asked if we can put a link to guide the audience. We can probably drop
You
it in the
know,
description later.
What's his
Yeah, we'll
face?
put it in the,
Dotson, the guy Dotson who did the voice of Crumb and Gizmo passed away. 64 years old.
I saw that today.
Yeah, it's sad.
Mhm.
Man.
Yep.
You know, it's funny. I think I saw him at a
Dom
concert.
loves to talk about people dying. I don't know. He comes on the show and
No,
just like
You
jumps
see, no, the
on.
whole fact is that
Great stuff.
I told my wife, I said, you know, people are dying, and I need to get these autographs because if I don't get
People
these autographs,
die, Dom. People die. I'm
You
gonna
need
You
to
do
get
like
on
every
there.
person in Star Wars autograph ever.
No,
Why don't you just buy
the-
Topps cards? They give you all kinds of autographs. You
Now, I don't understand, like, what's the big deal? Like, yeah, like, why do you need all the autographs? There you go, Dom. Thank you.
just one of
Why are
those-
you saying thank you
I did not
to
pull Boba though, Dom. I should have
John? Thank you.
Thank you.
So
And
I'm
thank you
looking
for telling
for
us to. Thanks for telling us what to do, Lady V. Good job. Actually, that helped. Appreciate it.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Bad Batch, season 3, episode 4. Let's see who's on the sheet. Remember the rules. You get a minute 30. If you go over, I mute you. If you're just saying dumb things, I mute you. I mute you because I mute you. All right.
if you're a way seeker, you get muted. That's just how it works.
Everybody, okay,
Yeah.
that's a mute freeway seeker. There we go. All right, everybody else that's doing really good, we got this. Everybody gets one poll at this. We will give you the final points, and you will be able to say whatever you want for 60 seconds. Anything you want if you win the round, okay? Basically, I'm going to unmute you. Please don't make me mute you again. All right. We're going to start off with the first slide, which is JJ's. A different approach, whatever. Scene 1 is crash landing. Wow. Okay, this is a terrible scene. Go ahead, JJ.
Yes, this is a terrible scene. So it picks up basically where they left off. The shuttle, the Crosshair and Omega Steel are damaged. First thing I hated about the scene was like as it was going down, there was the close up of Omega, and it made it look like she had to like pee herself or something. The shuttle was going down, so that was kind of
Can we
weird.
get some points for that?
And then-
Peeing yourself.
It was a little bit odd in the fact that I felt like we reverted. Like at the end of the third episode, like I felt like Crosshair was kind of getting in the groove, and Omega was, less like, oh, we got to save everything. But then as soon as they crash land on this thing, they start bickering back and forth about what they could do. And even Omega's like, well, we have to go back to Tartarus or Mount Tartarus or whatever to save the other clones. Crosshair's basically like, don't be stupid. Like, you can't do that. You haven't even had a shuttle. So basically, they pack up what they need. Crosshair finds the thing, and they set off to Barter Town, basically. As you're coming up. But.
Yeah, the shit crashed.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else got anything to add to that? Shit crashed, right?
Just keep
Ship
going
crashed.
It did look like she's peeing. Good job.
Who are you calling on? Who are you calling on?
You're muted.
Come on.
Muting you.
Yeah.
Minus 5 points. All right, Fade, would you like to add anything to this?
No, crash. Dang. Yeah, let's go.
Minus a point for that because that was worthless. Jedi, what do you have here? They got to show. Did your wife watch it? Go ahead.
No, she's not. Wasn't there? Yeah, I agree with JJ. The whole Omega, the ship crashed. If I remember right, there was there was fire, but yet they seem unscathed. Okay, whatever. Star Wars. But
The
then
old
she
man
said-
remembered right. He gets plus 2 points for remembering. There you go.
yeah, but then she was like, yeah, hey, we got to fix the ship that just exploded and go back and free the others. And I'm just like, I mean, we all appreciate Omega's,
Yeah.
her loyalty, her wanting to do the right thing, but come on, yeah, Crosshair was right to shush her and say, "No, you stupid."
Dom is Catherine Kennedy Omega. Is that who they're portraying?
Because I don't know. And then you know what? I don't want to know if it is.
Okay, so do you got anything on the scene or no, Dom?
Nah, you know what? Yeah, I got something to say. I know that he was busy doing things. He couldn't help her like save the ship. Like he's more. I know she's a kid and she knows how to fly, but the fact is that he has more experience navigator than she is. Maybe he could have saved her. Saved the ship even more.
Ooh.
Well, Crosshairs.
Blaming Crosshair, saying Crosshair's weak. All right, that's very bold strategy there, Copper.
You know what? He should have. Also he should have smacked her when she said, "Let's go save the other clones." He should have done what Batman did to Robin. That meme.
Okay, abusing children. You had it with 5 points for the good point, then -5 for abusing the children. All right, next up, Wayeeker. Can we actually have something intelligible come out of you?
I actually like this scene because I was so afraid.
Nope. There you go.
I was so afraid we're going to be back on the island with Hunter and Wrecker, and that was going to be the whole episode, and it wasn't that. So when I saw this, I'm like, good. They have a direction, and they're not just going back and forth between where the clones are.
You should learn how to start a sentence, not like you did. All right, I'll give you a point for that, but you should literally not start your sentence like I was happy for this scene. Okay, next up. Scene 2. Well, we got a little bit of Nell sees. Why is that's not two? Isn't her word name one word?
It's now let's say it's 2 words.
It is now let's say it's 2 words. Okay, interrogation, and this would be Thade. Thade, let's go.
Yeah. So I think this scene. First of all, I can never remember this guy's name, but Hemlock.
Yeah.
Hemlock. So he comes in and he's like, "We know that Omega's M count was high. Why did you never, why did it take to the end for us to have to find out that she had the M count we're looking for?" And Nalase's trying to act dumb with this. She's like, well, she's an anomaly. It's an anomaly, and he was basically accusing her of doing this on purpose with Omega. And I think this scene shows that Nalase does care about Omega, which is pretty obvious. But I think she pretty much knows that she's lost at this point.
No, okay. No. Next up, JJ, go ahead.
Well, Laparta, I think obviously she's covering for Omega still. Because she basically goes on to say, well, there's always false positives, blah, blah, blah. But the most interesting part of this is Hemlock to me. There's still, I want to figure out what's up with Hemlock's hand. We got it in season 2, and we got a good view of it here where he keeps rubbing his hand. Like the one gloved hand and the non-gloved
something wrong
hand.
with him, yeah.
So I don't know if that's is that the same thing that Crosshair has going on with Trimmers maybe? And then I don't know, Hemlock is a good villain. I actually kind of have come around to think that he's actually kind of a good villain. He's really methodical. He doesn't play dumb like Rampart did in the first 2 seasons. Rampart was everything was the Bad Batch. But this is like much better in the fact that like he's actually like knows what's up right away when she tries to hide things. They don't play him off as stupid. So I think it's good to show that Hemlock is developing into a better villain.
Good stuff. Better villain. Got it. Something wrong with his hand. Dom, do you think Hemlock has hairy palms? Yes or no?
No, I actually think he's experimenting on himself. That's what I really think. That's why
he's the wrong answer.
I don't know. Hairy palms. Why he's?
Right.
I don't know. Maybe he does.
You think he's experiencing on himself? All right, go with that theory. What do you got on that?
I'm thinking that he experimented on himself, and he just keeps rubbing his hand because he's using his hand, and he might not have a hand. Maybe it's a cybernetic hand that he's working with. We don't know what is underneath the glove, but he's kind of he's just like acts weird because if you notice like last season when he had with Crosshairs with the gas, he kind of went inside and the gas he didn't affect him. Crosshairs was knocked out. He just walked in there and the gas was there and he like nothing affected him. So I actually think he's really experimenting on himself, and towards the end of the season you're going to see what he's about.
All right, I just went numb with whatever you were saying, so that's a minus 2 points. All right, Jedi, we skipped over you, and we shouldn't have. We should have gone directly to you. Do you think he has hair on his palms? Yes or no?
I don't care. You know, I don't get
Good
involved
answer.
in people's
Plus
personal life.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
No, I agree with JJ real briefly. I think Hemlock is developing into a really good villain, but Nala Say, I want to talk about Nala Say real quick. Nala Say is an OG. She is a gangster. She knows. I mean, we can't really tell because of her demeanor and how she talks, but I think she is not afraid at all because she knows how invaluable she is to the cloning technology. I don't think she's afraid of dying. I think Hemlock can throw whatever threats he wants, and they just kind of bounce off of her because she's like, but she plays it very cool because that's her demeanor. But I don't think she's worried at all. I think she knows she's vital to the process, so she's cool.
Very good point, Jedi. I was going to bring that up anyways. All right, we're going to go back up to Wayeeker and see if he can give us anything.
No, I think Nala Say is great. I think we can't do the program without her, as JJ was saying. He knows that she has the power here, even though Hemlock thinks he does. And it'll be interesting to see how she's able to flip the table with the right time at the coming episodes.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. You actually got a point, Wayeeker.
Well,
not a good one, but a point. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So what I meant earlier by I think she knows she's doomed is like the Kaminoans were pretty much screwed over by the Empire anyway. I mean, yeah, they're important to the cloning process, but I think with the Mount Tantus project going on, that they will eventually move away from the Kaminoans. I think she knows for now she's important, but I think she sees the writing on the wall. Eventually, she will be expendable, like everyone is to the Empire, with the exception of Palpatine and Vader for the most part.
JJ, do you think that she is actually just kind of sarcastic? She's doing the like thing where, and you see this a lot in like churches where they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I hear you," like sarcastically being an asshole because she knows that Omega is a superpower and that Omega is going to come back. Did you catch that feeling at all during this portion where she's outplaying him? She knows it. It's like God, you know when they say, "Oh, God bless you, God bless you," and they mean like,
playing chess and she's 3 steps ahead. I think.
Right.
Yeah, and I get that impression.
Oh, wait, you cut him off. You can't do that. Mute. Go ahead.
But yeah, I think like I said, she's playing chess. She's 3 steps ahead. I think she kind of already knows. She knows what Omega is. I think more than anybody else. Even the Empire is still trying to figure out what Omega is. I think she already has the answer to it.
All right, Tate, you do get the last word because you had the first. Go ahead.
So yeah, I do agree with what JJ's saying though. Like she may know that in the future she's screwed, but at this point she's just playing it off. I do agree with Marco and JJ on that. I think she's playing it off. She already knows what Omega is. I think she's trying to play the long game here.
Cool. All right, next up is who is number 3? I've been giving points. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. C3 credits for Captain Man, and this is probably the scene that everybody wanted. Wayeeker took it for himself. Let's see how he gets negative points on this one.
This is the second time where I've been reminded of Andor, and it does seem like
absolutely not
trying to build off of the mythos of Andor because of how good it is. And if you remember in Andor's given the speech about they're just so fat and satisfied. Anybody can walk. You can just walk into their house and they won't even know it. And I feel like we're seeing these fat Imperials that are so smug as a way of like showing.
They robbed everybody. What are you talking about? They didn't walk in their house. He walked in your house and took everything. Wayeeker, what are you talking about? It's the opposite.
She comes in there and she totally outplays him because he thinks he's something special. And he's not anything special, and I just love how I felt like they were building on Andor. That they felt like they built it on the prison scene with like the number of the days and the waters. You got the Andor feel here, and you kind of get it here too, where she's so much smarter, and they just think that they're above everybody, and she walked right over him. He didn't think there was a chance that she could win. Oh, good job, you're a good competitor, and then she just smacks down the open hand that wins him. So
Fade, we're gonna give you an easy one here. Do you think that Wayeeker definitely didn't get the room at all? And there was a scene there where the guy came in with the Imperial and said, "It doesn't matter. I'm gonna win one way or another. I'm taking all the money out of here."
Yeah, pretty much.
Would you like to elaborate?
I mean, that's I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. A lot of these Imperials, they're basically going in and robbing the populace. I mean, it's they have the upper hand and they know it.
See, right here.
He's not totally right. JJ, could you please explain to Wayeeker why he's totally wrong?
Totally wrong because, first of all, he comes in and he basically, I think before he even places a bet, he steals the money from the barkeep or whatever for a bribe of protection or something. So, so basically literally playing with the house money when he walks in. But he's not even losing. He's not even betting his own money that he eventually loses and then gets back. But,
it's the mafia angle.
Jedi, would you like? Well, you had to say that earlier. Jedi, would you like to add something to this conversation? I'll still give you a point then.
Yeah, I think this is, it's obviously this plays back to Omega being very good at card games and games of strategy and things like that. She's special, et cetera, et cetera. So we know that. I just kind of looked at this as an entertaining means to an end. They needed to get money to get to get on the shuttle or the transport. This was just kind of a fun, entertaining means to an end for me as far as this goes. You kind of knew going in, like so many have said already, that the Imperial officer knew that he had won as soon as he sat down, that he was going to get the money, and he was just kind of. His game was not so much the playing the cards. His game was to humiliate and piss her off at the end by taking the money anyway. That was his thrill.
There you go. You hit it nail on the head. 3 points. Dom, do you have a theory about any character or anything going on in the scene?
The fact is that I think he knew something's up with kids in the bar playing cards. Kind of a little suspect. That's why he sat down and played. That's why he knew he was going to take the money, and that's why at the end he was still going to go after her because they were already on the the Empire's radar. So it was all sent out. So basically, he probably knew off the bat that who it was, and he said, "You know what? Let me sit there." And he lost. He lost, but it humiliated him more. And he was like, "You know what? I know who she is anyway, so I'm gonna take it for what it is."
Wayeeker, right now you're at -3 points. Yeah, you're negative. Wayeeker, hold on. Don't get muted. You're at -3 points. However, Dom just said something, and if you hit it, I'll give you 5 points. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're wrong because he doesn't find out about the crash shuttle until after the game is over. So he doesn't
plus 5 points. Yeah, you're at +2 now.
I was wrong, but no. The one thing I did like about
don't ruin it, Wayeeker.
Is the fact that this is actually. She was cool. Like Crosshair was the one when he walks into the bar. He's like, "We gotta go. Let's go." And she's like, "No, they don't know who we are. I got this. You calm down." And she was right. She had good control of the situation while Crosshair was all nervous. And I like that dynamic.
You just lost your 2 points because nobody cares about that. What are you talking about? All right, next up, scene number 4, Crosshair Sway. Oh yeah. This is a good one. This is going to Dom. Dom, you got Crosshair's Way.
About time we Crosshair taking matters into his hands. What he should have been doing in the beginning. He's a sniper. He's a shooter, and he wants to get away from the Empire. And Omega's a pain in the ass.
Shots!
I'm sorry. She wants to save everyone, and I understand her love, but the Empire's after us. There's no time for this crap. That's the way he is, and I'll take Crosshair's way anyway. That's the best way.
Okay, you had it till you were up like 3 points, but now you're -1 because Jedi. Tell him why.
I stopped listening. What got me on this one? I mean, the only thing. So Crosshair's Way, but what's this really Crosshair's Way is what I'm wondering. Is because. Yeah, they kind of turned Crosshair loose, and he kind of meleeed all the bad guys. What I wanted, if you're going to prove Crosshair is back, to me, I'm going to need those trick angle shots reflecting off this, that, and the other, and taking off. That's going to prove to me Crosshair is back. Until I see that, I don't think Crosshair is really back. The other thing is we got to see that what I assume is I can't remember the name, so negative point, whatever. Of the beast from that was introduced in the sequels, that Han and Chewie were transporting. I think that's the
Rathar.
same beast that ends up getting the captain at the end, if I'm not mistaken.
1 point
I
for
could be
JJ
wrong
for
on that.
calling it a
That's all I
Rathar.
got.
Good job. It was a
That's all I
Rathar.
have.
Yeah, it's not beard, it's a Rathar. JJ, would you like to add?
I mean, to me, I like the fact that the change here for Crosshair kind of continues that redemption arc a little bit. Not because he was taking people out right and left, and we get all that, but it's more like he waited. He waited and waited all episode until Omega finally said, "I give you permission to do it your way," and then he took action. The old Crosshair probably wouldn't have done that. He would have done like what Dom said in the beginning, probably smacked her and taken over. So it shows his character growth. And I like that Wayeeker's favorite captain there ate it in the end by getting devoured by a Rathar. So that was fun.
Minus 2 points for joking about child abuse, but the rest was 3 point on.
Can I say one?
No, hold on. We'll come back to you, Dom. Thade, we'll get back. Thade, just don't say, yes, that's true, and let's give us something for it, all right?
I do like Crosshair's advancement here. I like that he, is giving her some credit. The Raktar was interesting. I like that this Imperial got himself eaten by it, and because he didn't deserve much better than that. I don't think that the old Crosshair's back just yet, but I think he's getting there.
Good stuff. I like the sarcastic Rathar comment. That's +3. Go ahead, Wayeeker. Ruin your score.
Dom, you're all wrong. First off, this wasn't Crosshair's way, but he didn't do anything. She's the one that released all the beasts.
He didn't do anything.
He did everything. He shot a couple people, but the beast is what killed everybody in the first place. So really, she's the one that took the credit for killing everybody. And second, the reason that he trusts Omega is because Omega is the only person that never turned her back on him, and that's what he respects. And I know you want it to be the other way, but Crosshair.
Wayeeker, what you just said is nuttier than a Snickers bar. Minus 1 point. Wayeeker, done. Dom, it is you. You get 30 seconds to close.
Okay, I just wanted to say something. It's off the record on this. The whole fact is that, she's freed all those animals, all those creatures that were in.
We're going to get a mute. It's going to be mute. Go ahead.
No, let me finish. No, all the creatures she saved.
Yes.
Do you ever think about the ecosystem on the planet with all those different animals that don't belong on that planet, like the real life? I was thinking about that when I saw that scene. They were running all over the place. Just something.
It is. That's what I said.
I would get muted if I said that.
Wayeeker, mute Wayeeker. Somebody mute him. Mute him. All right, good job. Wayeeker lost more points. Dom, plus 10 for Dom. Plus 10 for Dom. Good stuff there, buddy. Double points. Good stuff, Dom. All right. That's not where I thought he was going with that. Very good. Very good, Dom. All right.
Environmentalist of Star Wars.
Seed number 5. Jedi, this is you. The reunion. What do you got on it?
So this came a little sooner than I actually thought we were going to get it. So, but I'm happy we got it. It's the reunion that there are 2 reunions here. The reunion with Omega and Wrecker and Hunter. Fine. We all expected that. We all expected to get it would be a little emotional. The reunion that I've been waiting all of season 2 for is, and obviously I know they had to build up the anticipation. So good job. The reunion that I've been waiting for was the reunion of Crosshair and his crew. And they kind of cut it short so that we could stew on it and really enjoy the anticipation of that. But that is what I want to see. That I'm just crazy to know what how they're going to come together. They eventually will, like we suspect, but there's going to be some friction. And so that's what I'm excited about going into the next episode.
Very good, Joe. All right, Dom, go ahead.
You know what? This definitely was an emotional scene. It definitely was an emotional scene, and this is what should have been in Ahsoka when Sabine seen Ezra. For a cartoon to have an emotional thing like this, and the live action didn't. I give this a thumbs up plus for an animated series that gave me some feeling that made me really care about this
the feels.
reunion.
I don't know what's going on with Dom, but just because he didn't say nonsense, I'm giving him 3 more points. Good job, Dom. All right. Wayeeker, please try. You're ruining a seg. Try not to get muted. You are literally at negative 1 point at this point.
That's
So
like
please
100 more
consider-
points I had last week, so it's improvement.
Would you like to add? Hey, you're losing your 30 seconds, Wayeeker. You're going to end at negative.
No, I mean, I'm just so glad that it didn't take 8 episodes to get here.
Yeah, no point.
I liked the emotion there, and I'm glad it was Wrecker that came out first, not Hunter, because they're the two that I feel like are the closest together emotionally. So that was great. And the ending I thought was a really great way to end it. So we have some suspense for next week. It was a good way of concluding this episode.
Thade, are you happy? The rest of us that Wayeeker did not bring up a Stuffy in this scene.
Yes, I'm quite happy.
What else you got on this? Anything?
I think that that the reunion was good. Glad it was Wrecker that stepped out first. I think that there's going to be some tension. I think you can already see that between Wrecker, Hunter, and Crosshairs, because the way that when they saw him and everything. I mean, yeah, they do still care about their brother, but I think that there might be some tension, some problem going forward with that. But all in all, I'm surprised it happened this early.
Okay, good. You were only okay. I wasn't going to give you any points. I'm going to give you another point. There you go. All right, cool. Jedi, you get to finish this one off.
Hey.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
JJ.
Oh, JJ, I missed you. Okay,
Yeah.
JJ, go ahead. Oh yeah, I don't have your points down here. Hold on. Go ahead, JJ.
I was gonna say, I'm with Wayeeker. I'm glad it happened this soon. I thought they were gonna drag it out for another 2 or 3 episodes. I'm glad they didn't do that. It was tears, it was hugs, it was everything expected. What I want to know though, and I didn't realize it until the end here, that they didn't mention in the first 3 episodes, when they showed a shot of, Omega, Wrecker, Hunter all together, and then they showed a shot of Crosshair. They didn't show them all together. But does Crosshair know that Tech's dead?
He's not dead.
Huh?
He might not be.
Oh, he's not dead? Oh.
You don't know.
Or does he know that they think he's dead? I guess. But I don't know. To me, that's an interesting thing of what, because it always seemed like Crosshair and Tech were more compatible than the rest of the Bad Batch. But I don't know.
Yeah, Crosshair looks. All right, Jedi Crosshair looks very thin. Did you notice that? Yes or no?
He's been in prison.
Sure, yeah, he's looked thin for a while, so definitely notice that. Prison can be tough. If and I agree, that's an interesting point JJ brought up. You should give him another point about does he know? Because I don't know if they know.
Do you want me to take one of your points away to give to him?
Yeah,
okay, you're good.
Give him one of mine. It's great. Give him one of mine. It's great.
Thank you for the sacrifice.
But yeah, obviously, I think, and like Thade mentioned about the friction, and I brought up a little bit too, is there's going to be that friction between Crosshair, Hunter, and Wrecker, and obviously Omega is going to be the part that brings that together and eases that tension and makes them a family again, because it's going to be rough at first. Absolutely, Omega is obviously, as we all know, is going to be the key piece in that relationship mending itself.
Excellent. I have to say the one thing I will agree on most people, and you kind of feel that we heard off of you, is I'm glad the pace of this was quicker. I'm glad it wasn't another 3 or 4 episodes till they got to the point of at least a partial reunion.
Definitely.
Now we're going to get at least 2 more reunions. We know that coming down the road, but at least this seems to be a quicker pace. So here's what we get. Right now we've got, obviously Wayeeker has only 2 points, so he lost. Jedi, however,
this time, though.
Jedi, he's in the positive. Jedi gave away a couple points, and if he wouldn't have, he might have done better, but Thade has 7 points because he said yes a lot without adding extra stuff. That's how it goes. Jedi got 9 points because he gave a couple points away. JJ has 13 points because he got a couple points from Jedi. But Dom won the day. So Dom, You get a minute. You can say whatever you want. We're going to give you the highlighter. You can talk about these. You can talk about anything you want. Dom, should we give him a full minute or should we just give him 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds. Dom, what would you like to talk about today?
I know the next episode is probably going to be a filler episode. We'll get the Wanda Sykes episode next episode, and Jedi's going to like that. But this was good that they did get out of the way right away, and now they can move forward. I don't think it's going to be a continuation from what it was like last week to this week. I think this week's going to be a whole new adventure that they'll start, with them already freaking talking and getting stuff ready. But I think it's going to be the Wanda Psych episode. I think it's gonna show that, and the Empire will probably be towards the end of the episode.
All right, you got 10 seconds left. Is there something else besides Bad Batch you'd like to spit out real quickly? Anything at all?
Yeah.
No, I just like the fact that I love the you're posing as me throughout the whole show, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. You're welcome. I knew you'd enjoy it.
Yes.
All right, there we go. What is going on with Dom today?
Yeah.
Positive Dom. We love it.
Nothing
Good
about Kathleen Kennedy. He had his soapbox for a minute. He could say whatever he want, and there was nothing.
Round of applause. He's going to start off
Right,
next week's show with plus 10 points. I'm making a note right now.
Thank you.
Good job. There you go. All right. Good job, everybody. I think that worked for those people that don't know what we're doing. We're doing a very bad version of Around the Horn.
Very bad.
Very bad. All
I'm
right.
doing a great job. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was doing a pretty good job, too.
You
You thought I was being bad at people. All right. Well, good stuff. What else do we have? Anything?
Next week, I think next week, like I said, is going to be the filler
We
episode.
got the
and then-
Hold on, Wayeeker. Let him go.
I'm saying the filler episode and the Ventress episode is going to be the following week. I think that's where we might get. We'll see.
After eight, push that. I think maybe episode. Dad, did you just say maybe episode 9-ish, somewhere around there, 7, 8, or 9? Is that what you said?
I'm saying next week. No, this.
No,
is
she said it's 7, 8, or 9 for Ventress.
Four,
Is that what I
right?
heard you say?
4. It was just 4, right?
Yeah.
This is 4.
This is
This
5
is
now.
4.
5 is
This
going to
is
be
4.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
5 will be
the
Wednesday.
full- the fuller episodes are anywhere between I think 6 or 7 is going to be.
You mean 8 later, right?
Yeah.
Later. That's what you mean, right? All right. Good call. I think it will be in the later half. Excellent. All right.
Tell me if there's anything else. I'm answering you. We could do the Old Republic versus the High Republic.
Okay, so we've got a very thrown together thing, but since we already covered Old Republic versus, should we do this?
No,
Did you look at it?
looks horrible. I don't want
It was horrible.
horrible. I did it in like 15 minutes and then forgot about it for the whole week.
All right, we're not going to do that nonsense. We're not gonna do that nonsense.
All
right, so what is my thing? It's whose mic's off. Yeah, Dom's got to get closer to the mic. We're
Dom
working
needs
on
to
it.
Yeah.
Lean in.
We're working it. We're working on it, dude. We're working.
Yeah. I got
on
my
it.
mic. You hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear
A
you.
little bit better.
I can hear you because I
So,
turned all everybody's stuff up. Go ahead.
Hopefully, I remember to set my clock next week, and I can make it
Oh, yeah.
on time. We'll see.
That's right. We're gonna be switching. Make sure you guys check out all the great content here. But before that, where's the little ticker things? Like, there used to be one that had the whatever. Hey, listen, DM somebody here if you want to get into the card game thing. If you're gonna pick some up and you're interested in playing a game with us online, just let us know. And I don't know why we don't have anybody's IGs in here anymore. We probably had to unload them because of too much stuff in here. But I think
Mine is my
I don't even
screen
know
name.
what mine is. Huh? Yeah, yours is your screen
Mine is my
name.
screen.
Dom is his screen name. Jedi, is that
Wayseeker's
yours? Wayseeker's his. Mine's some long ass shit because I did a long time ago. I think it's Tales
Mine
from the
should be
Dark.
my screen name
Okay.
as well.
All right, cool. There you go. So just let us know about that. I think that'll be cool. I think it'll be fun for us to be able to.
Yeah, we're gonna stream it here. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We're gonna figure out a way to do it.
We'll figure
Well,
it out.
even if we just have to do it through.
There, but we'll
Yeah,
figure
we
it
might
out.
do it through here. We might do some tape stuff. We could do a tape version. We could just do a version on Twitch if we had to. We can get something. Kyle is COVID free. Okay, good for him. Organization for a topic. Email Renovision. Yeah. Here, do this. You can always email them there, I guess. That's where I send all the complaints.
And
Yeah,
do
we
show
will-
your pools if you get a box or some packs on Friday or Saturday before. The
Yeah,
show,
so-
tag us.
Two, if you have a phone and you just want to submit, like just record some stuff and send it to us, we'll play it. It doesn't have to be edited. You just tell us what you want. If you accidentally put something in there, I can always edit. We can try to do soft edits, not hard edits, all that stuff.
It's
But if
pretty
you just
easy to take video of that, by the way. Like, if we don't need to see your face. If you're
Yeah.
just doing the game or ripping backs, you can just use your hands.
Or
Take
if
a
you want to be
phone
like,
stand, stick your
or-
phone on there, record it, and you're done.
yeah, or if you want to be like Jedi, put on a tinfoil hat and then submit it, and then you'll be stuck on this channel forever. Yeah, do that though. If you want to do something like that, or if you just want to take some screenshots, you can always send those up into us. I'll just throw them together in slides. You know what I mean? Have fun with it. I think like that's part of it. Like, just have some fun. You know what I mean? We all need a little bit of fun.
I will caution this: don't go crazy. I don't think it's going to be like super limited or anything. Don't You know, don't pay $900 for a single Boba Fett card yet. Maybe
Yes, I know.
pump the brakes a little bit.
Pump the brakes. Be careful.
Pump the
Take
brakes.
some time.
Wait a week for the market to kind of settle and see what it's like.
Lady V, very quickly, BK lives in his mom's closet. It doesn't matter what he says. He's not an enemy. You have nothing to worry about.
Oh no, she's playing along with it. She's playing along with
BK
it.
is my trivia partner on Friday. So
Well, okay, see, that's you guys on that show get the work, like all the degenerates. That's you guys. You get all the people who live in basements and that type of stuff over there. So if you live in your basement, go check out.
He carries me on trivia. So
Agreed. That's but that's because you guys give him probably 30 seconds. He looks it up on. Spoiler alert: BK has got two things, and he watches you on something, and he hits. We know we've timed it out. He hits up. He's looking it up on Google. Like, spoiler alert.
Hey, Jedi wins that way, so he doesn't mind.
Yeah, that tells you the type of person Jedi is. He doesn't care as long as he wins. That's why he's gonna be good at this card game too.
That's why I eat some of the things I eat. If you don't ask questions, it doesn't hurt you. You know?
Dude, you don't have to worry. The only person that's got to worry about eating stuff, we're like if Lopez doesn't pass away before us because of what the shit he eats, we're all good in the hood. We are all good in the hood. That dude eats ramen noodles, sodium out the ass, puts canned tuna on top of it, then puts a mayo on top of that, and then adds a little bit of sugar.
Puts it in distilled water too, I believe, if I understand this recipe correctly.
I'm glad it's distilled water.
There's something about distilled water. I don't know. I never really got the joke.
That sounds like that sounds like a prison setup, man.
Whatever it is, dude. Good luck to him. Shout out our boy Lopez. BK, we know you cheat, dude. What would be the point? What would be we're both gonna see who can type on Google faster? Like, what is the point? What's the point? Dude, it was like, hey,
Marco can't type well and fast, so like you're gonna win that battle every time.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. The funniest part was the one time I did go on to play Jeopardy. It was all spoiler alert. If you guys want to win Jeopardy on SNS, make sure you check it out on Saturday Night Live. Just follow Darth Lopez, and then everything he posts, make sure you have them ready to go. Write them down. All the answers are stuff that he posts. So if he posts a picture of like what's the most disgusting thing to eat, just say ramen noodles, mayo, like or hot whatever he does at gas stations with a hot dog, cheesy spread on donuts, like that thing. Like because whatever it is, I can't follow him. He's blocked me from his IG. But if you can follow him, you'll win Jeopardy all the time. And also the questions, there is no point system to it. So just
take Cheez-Its for $500, please.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. If you want to
Cheez-Its for $500.
If you want to beat BK, just tell people your internet's as bad as Sticks, and that way you'll have enough time to just look up stuff just like he looks it up on the internet and respond. Okay, there you go. And you can check that cheating out on Qualified on Fridays,
Eastern.
9:30 Eastern. Yep.
Yeah.
And right before that show is the CBSI Top 10 at I don't know what time that thing's on either. Okay.
I believe.
Well,
Tax on-
it'll be 9, right?
Tax on at 9:15. So maybe. All right. Cool. That's all we got. 7-Eleven Slurpees and mayo. Wait, what? I don't doubt that's the truth.
That sounds
I don't doubt that's the truth.
Ew.
I hope that's not true.
Slurpees and mayo. Ew.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, well, Pete only eats Hot Pockets.
And Jedi's got to eat dinner. Like, don't do that to him.
And always
They
Wayeeker
mayo
eats
out
his.
of a jar. They opened the whole jar and they just started eating the mayo.
What do you think I got?
Dude, Wayeeker's one of those guys that takes like a bunch of tortillas, puts French fries in it, then puts the cheesy sauce in it, then puts cheeseburgers on it, then puts more cheese on it, then cuts it into little pieces and creates a casserole out of it and says he cooked something. That's what he eats.
Yeah. Outlive us all.
There you go. Oh my god! It's called a taco. It's called a taco hamburger or whatever. Dude, seriously, I've been watching this guy on the IG. Speak of it, because I'm supposed to like respond to people, but I don't. Instead, my wife showed me this guy, and he all he does is comment on people's online recipes. It is the grossest thing. Like not the grossest. Like some of the stuff he does is cool, but like it's stuff like that. They like literally just
Ramsay does that for some of us.
Is that what happens? Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch Gordon Ramsay, but I do. The guy that says "I." I've seen him before. Now let's see what this guy is. Chef Reactions. That's what it is. Go look at Chef Reactions sometime. Watch some of his videos. I can't believe people like literally eat and cook the stuff. Like it blows my mind. Like if you're gonna eat, and nothing wrong if you're gonna eat a McDonald's cheeseburger, fine, but don't put 6 in a casserole pan and then put more cheese on top of it, and then put. Yeah, Dom, we know. Don't go there, Dom. Not today. I don't.
That's why you don't ask questions and you don't watch how-to videos on how they make it. You don't do it.
No. That's the whole point of them is how-to videos.
All I know is a peanut butter bacon cheeseburger. That is fucking awesome.
Peanut butter bacon cheese. That sounds like
Sonic
some.
guys now, right? I have not been to Sonic, and I will never go to Sonic.
No, Sonic had them. They actually it was like a limited time. I missed it. I was pissed.
There's a place around
I
here that's like
cannot
known
say
for that.
anything that Sonic had is good. Like I can't believe it. Like
Yeah, Chef Reaction is
Sonic
great.
disgusting.
I like
Dub,
the
I didn't
sandwich I made.
explain that properly, Dub, but if you could explain what they do there, like, go ahead.
Like the only fast food I could ever have was Whataburger when I was in Texas. Like that was good. Like that was
Whataburger's
the
with
only
McDonald's,
fast food.
dude.
I had that.
That was
when I went
good.
to Texas, I had it too. It was real good.
Whataburger's great.
That's it. There's nothing else is good.
Glorified
fast
McDonald's.
food.
I
What?
just can't. Like I like
Whataburger
going
is
to
Yeah.
a glorified
that
McDonald's.
make burgers, like really like big like restaurants that make
How dare you?
really good burgers, not like fast food burgers, but from time to time, man, it's like
I've never been. Listen, the
Sonic
McDonald's,
footlong chili cheese dog is good. I'm sorry.
the McDonald's cheeseburger is mediocre at best, but is literally the staple of fast food and nothing else. Like it's all just try to compete with that thing. I've tried all this shit before. It is not. Some tacos at Jack in the Box, they're trash. Just straight
Would
garbage.
you ever go to
Drunk
Jack in
food,
the
dude.
Box?
What a
It's
burger.
good-
What?
No, Jack in the Box tacos are
What did I
very good
remember?
drunk food.
Okay,
That's
unlike
good.
you people, I actually travel a lot, so I get to try stuff from all over the place. So whenever I go, somebody's like, "Oh, you know what? You're flying into blah 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 LAX. You need to get out there and get a Jack in the Box." No, it was Vegas or wherever, Arizona. I don't,
Probably out there, but yeah.
yeah, wherever it
The
is.
only thing you should
I
eat
had
at
it,
Jack in the Box is breakfast.
and they said you had to have that. I had the breakfast. The breakfast wasn't good either. I had Sonic before they even came to Michigan. I had them in, was it Georgia? Someplace in Georgia, Mobile maybe. Garbage, trash. Never eat it out here.
I'll tell you what, the
The
McDonald's.
only thing was rallies, Checkers and rallies. When Checkers used to be separate from rallies, and they used to have the chili cheese hot dog they had there was actually solid.
What do you have up there where you are?
Everything. We have all these now. We have Checkers.
They
We
got,
have
they
rallies.
got gas station food called Sheets up there. That's what they like to eat.
No, not us. We don't have sheets. We don't have sheets.
Gas station food.
We do Subway. We got Speedways, but what do you mean? We got Sonic up here. We got what's the one the Jesus
Well,
one that
like-
shuts down on Sunday? Chick-fil-A. That shit's not that
Chick-fil-A.
good either. Shit's not good either. Their sauce is
Dude,
all right.
Okay, that's
Nah, the,
cap. You
breakfast
can't say
sandwiches,
Chick-fil-A
the,
is not good. Come on.
Chicken
The
Chick-fil-A
sauce is all right.
Chick-fil-A
No, the
is
sauce
good.
is all right. The sauce is what makes it Chick-fil-A.
No, Chick-fil-A is
You
delicious.
buy that shit in the store though,
Chick-fil-A
and you
is
can
great.
just do your own shit.
I agree with
It's not
JJ
that
on
good.
that one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't that good. I don't. Well, people out here wait in
Marconi's
line.
gas station sushi. That's absolutely right.
Wait, Seeger, would you wait? No, I don't. We got that's down. We've got legitimate people who do sushi like 2 minutes from my house. Like we got
Yeah, at the
Like-
gas station.
no,
At the gas
like
station.
sushi restaurants, like legit Japanese people doing the shit.
There's a sushi
I'll
place
tell
in the
you
mall
what.
now. It was weird.
Dom will
There's a
tell you.
legit sushi bar just like sitting there in the food court.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Cal. What?
sushi. I got to go to a sushi place. I can't eat sushi straight off the. I can't.
When Dom was out here, that's where we went. We went there. The guy was like, "Oh, hey, this is your brother," and I was like, "Yeah, he's my brother." He's like, "Oh, I take care of him." Okay, yeah.
Do you guys have these all-you-can-eat sushi places near you?
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's like the
yeah,
fucking
I go to only like I
You
only
don't
go
even
to
have
like
to
two
eat like
places.
like they charge you if you don't eat like 2 pieces of the roll, but literally you only have to eat like 2 pieces of the
Quarter?
roll. So you can go there and you just try like every single kind of sushi and just have
Yeah.
all this unfinished sushi. If you don't like it, it's great.
We have.
Hey, how many,
You know what sucks is we have the
Hey.
belt. Go ahead,
No, I was going to ask Thade, how many Buc-ee's has he stopped at? Buc-ee's is the shit.
Corbin. Somebody on the other
Dude,
show.
they just built a Buc-ee's like north of me about 5 minutes. So like it's just like right a couple of blocks that away.
Give them the bell.
When we went to Texas,
Is
we
it-
drove. Except the
I
Buc-ee's,
no
I-
shit. You eat Chick-fil-A.
Well, actually, South Carolina. When I went to South Carolina, I went to Buc-ee's and I got a brisket sandwich. That shit was huge.
Dude, they have a section. This is gonna sound really strange, but like they have a section of one of the Buc-ee's down here that is nothing but like artisan style fucking beef jerky. But it's not like it's different animal made into jerky. Like they've got crocodile jerky and bison jerky
Ostrich meat.
and ostrich jerky. Like they've got all like there's like 70 or 80 different types of jerky in this one area, and it's different animals, man.
And human beings too.
So, like, can I ask you a question about Buc-ee's? Isn't it just like a combination of Cracker Barrel, Menards, and a
Clean
Walmart?
bathrooms. The bathrooms are the best in Buc-ee's.
It's basically a truck stop. It's like a
This-
huge truck stop style place.
Very high end truck stop.
Yeah, it's kind of it kind of is a Walmart in a lot of ways though too, because there's all sorts of like memorabilia and product and stuff in there.
So it's Cracker Barrel, but a truck stop.
It's Cracker Barrel truck stop. Yeah,
Most
basically. Yeah.
people go for
But
the
they're big,
bathrooms.
they're huge.
Bathrooms are like high,
I mean,
are cleaned all the time. That's what they go for.
The bathrooms are always really well cleaned. I mean,
Menards? You guys know what Menard is?
truckers will complain if that shit's not spec. So
Like a Menard is it's supposed to be like a Lowe's or a Home Depot, but they sell like all types of shit you don't expect in there. Like they sell
yeah, well, like you can
nutritional
get like
Okay,
tack
so
and
we're
stuff in the Buc-ee's. You can buy like tack stuff. You can buy stuff for your truck, stuff for like they got like little truck size TV, TVs for your truck and stuff like that. I mean, it's
Keychains.
keychains, hats, candy. They've got a huge candy section,
Yeah.
like
Are we done-
huge.
Are we done with the Buc-ee's advertisement yet?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All
All
right.
right, I gotta hop off anyway.
Yeah, we all got to hop off here now. Thank you everybody for watching.
8 seconds. We can make it.
Wait, real quickly, Corbin, because people were asking Corbin. Corbin is somebody who is now came back to TAC. He originally was on a show with me and Kyle when we did, and Matt, but then Matt left, and then Corbin kind of left too. Back in the day, he is now coming back to TAC. When we started TAC here, probably 3 months in, Corbin joined us. He left for a little bit. He got a new job by Wayeeker. Wayeeker didn't help him at all, so it took him a while to get back onto this channel. Therefore, he is now back. He is a grandma fetish, and he also has a very interesting way of
He also bakes really good cookies during the show.
ruining dates with famous
Yeah.
people.
Exactly.
He's
By,
like,
by falling down the stairs.
He's like a schlep rock in a way. Things just happen to him.
Yeah, he's great. He is great, dude. I love him to death. He's a good dude. Yeah, it is. It's the return of Corbin. Yep. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Have a good one. We will see you someplace later on this week. Thank you for all watching. Oh, wait. I got to get out of here, don't I?
Good night, everybody.
Good night.